Hello, everybody. Welcome to Quest Q. Doing our quick audio checks and camera checks. It looks like everybody is actually in the right position, which is very surprising on the Majestic Goose Network. Thank you so much, Clancy. Hey, real quick, I'm going to give a quick recap of what happened in the last episode of Quest Q before we get started, before we chat with our characters a little bit this evening. So first off, the party was recruited by the council in Saltmarsh. They were tasked with going and scoping out or figuring out what exactly the lizard folk are up to down the Dunwater, which is a river just north of Saltmarsh. So you guys were working with your guys' party, and you were on your way. You guys chose to go the river route to the Dunwater, which makes most sense. You're going to take the Dunwater to get to the Dunwater. Along the way, you were attacked by a rather large snake. I think a couple people may have gotten dipped in the water a little bit, gotten a little wet, but you guys were able to scare it off enough before we ended the adventure for the evening. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Long story short, goal is to, baseline. You guys are all going to get paid. I believe it was 40 gold each just to figure out what the lizard folk are up to in their lair and why they're smuggling all these new weapons and gear and why they're arming themselves up. And Fireborn also mentioned that it was kind of a scaling payment. So really, the more information you can gather, whatever, like the better outcome you can get from this recon mission you guys are going to go off on, it's going to kind of increase that payment. But the baseline is just figure out what they're up to, and then come back, and then you guys can get 40 gold each. So before we continue on down the river, why don't we go ahead and we'll do like our I was going to say in person. I guess all this is in person, though. We'll do like our personal plugs and everything where people can find us all at the end of this episode. But first, we will go ahead and in character, we'll go around and do our quick warm up RP question to get everybody in their character's headspace. Again, if you are either watching live on Twitch or listening on the podcast feed, comment or chat your character's answer to these questions as well. But the first question is going to be, what is a small comfort that your character cannot go on adventures without? And when we do get to you, if you want to go ahead and just quickly, give another high level of what your character is, who you're playing tonight, race, class, any very notable, features or professions you want to mention, and then the answer to that question, of course, what's a small comfort your character can't adventure without? So is anybody ready to kick things off? Anyone got one right in the pocket? Otherwise, I'm just going to point at Jeremy because he copied my shirt.
I designed the shirt.
Okay. Well, shit. I didn't think you would have that one ready. Yeah, I guess. Fuck me.
All right, I'm playing Gobbo. So Gobbo is a fighter. He's a goblin, of course. He is also a cook. So his whole thing is just going out in the world trying to be the best cook possible, and make a living. For a small comfort, he couldn't leave his house without, and on his adventures, probably his collection of spices, and salts. He doesn't need it to survive necessarily, but he'd probably rather starve than eat all the food bland. So just having access to those flavors is the comfort that makes the wilderness feel like home for him.
Cool. Danny, aka Kenrick, you want to go next? If it's okay with everybody, I guess we could just go down the line of the overlay, which is going to be, just so everyone's aware, Danny, Megan, Lucas, Charlie, just so you guys can kind of prep yourself a little bit.
Sure, I'm Danny, and tonight I'm playing Kenrick, who is a Dampier. Used to be a pirate. Well, used to be is rather generous. And I think the comfort item is actually a small scrap of a blanket. It's very soft. I like to keep it in my pack. It's nice to sleep with.
Okay, cool. And Macon, aka Jess.
Yeah, so I'm Megan. I'm playing Jess. She's a human cleric who her whole clerical order is like funeral director type stuff. And I swear I had this idea before season 2 of Crits and Knits, just for the record. Or at least before I knew
love it.
about season 2 of Crits and Knits. I think the small item she doesn't like leave without is she has some kind of like token of her clerical order that she got when she started, but she's like, you know, some people have those stones that you have like a spot that you've rubbed in. She has done the same thing to hers.
You can't even see one side of the coin anymore.
Yeah,
It is just completely worn away.
Worn off.
All right, and Lucas, aka Reggie, moment of truth. Let's see.
I'm letting close tabs, making sure it could work. I am playing Reginald, the Tiefling Ranger. One thing he won't leave without is probably like his special 10. Like he always has his 110, and if no one else can like enter it because he's like, oh yeah, this is mine. This is like he's out in the world and there's that much. I think he's like designed like a perfect 10 just for him.
I like that even better, especially considering that literally just last night you all went camping together, and I like picturing like Reggie invited everybody over to his campsite, like, oh yeah, come check it out. I got a good spot for us to all get rested and go out. And then everybody gets there and you're like, oh, but no one can go in my fucking tent. That is my tent.
That's mine. I'm not sharing.
Yeah. But everybody else, but it's a cool spot. You know, you guys can sleep on the floor or whatever. Just no one's touching my tent. I love it. All right. And last but
When
certainly
people
not
like
least.
sleeping in trees and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's true.
No one slept in your special tent.
Last but certainly not least, Charlie, aka CC.
Hey, so I'm Charlie playing Cece. She's a goblin barbarian. The item that she cannot go anywhere without is she has a little sort of pebble on a piece of string that she wears as a necklace, and she was given it by her best friend, who happens to be a drow rogue, in her mountain town. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, and then we'll pick right back up where we left off, which was if I'm not mistaken, the snake is still alive, but it definitely, you all heard it well enough that it definitely tried to flee the boat and has swam. Whoops, not that way. Your boat did not just leave you all. And the snake has swam down to where you all came from. So you think that at least for the time being, you all are pretty well safe. Real quick before we do continue on, I do have a quick question on what's the plan of approach for the actual lair that you guys are approaching, because they did give you a crude map of this river and also where their actual hideout is. It's definitely, I say crude map. It's definitely a well enough map that you guys can get there, no problems, especially with Reggie, who's very familiar with this area. But I just wanted to point out that real quick, while you guys are, after the snake has fled this battle, and as you guys are starting to continue down your path, I think everybody right there, where you can look up to the north and the south, and you can see those little, they look like entrances down into the river from the marshlands. You guys would all, without even making any kind of checks or anything, see these rather large claw marks on both banks. It looks like from here, it doesn't look like they're only going out or only coming in or anything like that. It looks like a back and forth. Like some creature is definitely using this river and coming in and out of it quite a lot. And knowing one or two things about snakes, you don't think that these claw marks would have been left by the snake that you all just hurt. So that's just one thing you guys notice as you continue on. But The question now is, what is the plan for approaching the lizard folk lair? According to the map, it looks like you guys are about half a mile from the entrance at the point, around a pretty big curve. So like, right now, none of them can obviously see you. You guys can't see any of them either. I just wanted to, before we start the approach, I wanted to figure out like what your guys' plan is.
Oh, plans are hard. It's really why I have a captain usually. Uh, I mean, we could just go talk to them, right?
I guess. What, are they hostile? Did we ask about that?
Well, they seem to think so, but that's, they're rather. They seem to think that the lizard folk were going to kill everyone. And I don't know if they actually will or not, or if that's just, some prejudices showing.
Or first to
Hmm.
determine next course of action.
Mhm.
So you would think that
Well,
by boat. So right now it is. You guys left pretty early in the morning, I think. So it's probably still. We mentioned that by river it was going to be a half-day journey. By marshland it would have been a full-day journey. So if you all left in the morning, I think it would. I think it would still be pretty early on, like noon, lunchtime ish. Maybe it was getting hungry on the boat too, and kind of eyeing Gabo at this point, but. You guys think that you could reach the den within maybe like 15 minutes. So this would be kind of your last stretch to plan out like, hey, what are we going to do? Because it looks like on the map, as soon as you crest the corner of the river, it's a straight shot to the den. So if it's daytime and if anybody is watching the water, you would know like you guys are going to be spotted. So that's kind of all I'm trying to establish is like what's the approach looking like?
Well, do we want to try to pull the boat over here and walk the rest of the way, or do we even care if they see us coming?
Yeah, like do the marshes like extend all the way to the lizard folk area, or is it would it come water in a little bit?
Yeah, so this river will take you straight to the area where their den is. And it doesn't really like there's not a map. You don't know what it's going to look like when you do get to it. You just know it's got, little hand-drawn map with an X on it. But the river does go, it seems to go all the way to it, and even past it. And then other than that, it looks like it is surrounded by some marshland as well. So obviously, if you guys would have taken the marshland over, the overland approach, you guys would have hit it from a little bit of a different angle. It looks like, according to the map, that this is a um, promontory, which I had to look up what the fuck that is. It's pretty much like a cliff that juts into some water, you know. So it's like a big sheer cliffside jutting out into this water, and it looks like they're in that cliffside, like in a cave system in there. So yes, you can. If you wanted to try to park the boat somewhere and then like wade through some marshland to get there, you could do that. You guys could just take the boat straight, up to them. Um, got a couple options.
And Fireborn marked their den on the map. It's not like a secret to the leaders of Saltmarsh where it's at. They know exactly where it's at.
Yeah, at least the council does. He definitely knew. Yeah, I think even Reggie maybe. Reggie, why don't you roll me let's do a survival check. I feel like Reggie would have been out and exploring this entire area a bit, especially since you can't sleep in Salt Marsh. Okay, you rolled a 9. Maybe you haven't been here yet, Reggie, but you've been in the area, so you vaguely know it, but you haven't been to their exact hideout with your 9 that you rolled. But I think you would still have that same kind of knowledge that I just mentioned.
Okay, yeah. So do you want to take the arches, or are we gonna ride the boat there? Arches surely is safer, no?
I guess it just depends on if we're worried about the lizard folk or whatever made these tracks over here. When we look at the
Well,
tracks, you said they look like claw marks for sure, or like would it look like someone else just pulled like a boat up on the side and it could be like lizard folk got out of a boat and we're walking? Or how big are these marks?
Yeah, why don't you roll me a nature check?
A
Do-
nature check.
Do lizard folks have claws on their
They
fingers and toes?
do. They do have claws, and a lot of them do tend to go barefoot. But maybe Gobbo. What's 12?
Um,
12? Yeah, 12's pretty good actually.
yeah, but it should be plus my proficiency. See, that's what I was saying. I didn't add it last week
Oh.
either. So 14.
14. Okay. Oh yeah, with a 14, Gobbo, you would Gobbo. You love dining on a fine crocodile from time to time. You love
Yeah.
crocodile soup.
Crocodile soup's good.
You know
Snake
these
soup's
markings
good.
anywhere. This looks like some. Now you know these markings anywhere, but at the same time, you've never seen any such gosh darn big alligator or crocodile. Whichever one's scarier and meaner, it's that one. Probably crocodile because the name sounds scarier to me. This looks like the biggest gosh dang crocodile you've ever seen, according to these tracks on both ways.
The biggest gosh dang crocodile I've ever
Biggest
seen.
gosh dang, and that's what it says in the book too. It's the biggest
Oh.
gosh dang crocodile.
Are you still in your Lauren Poor mode? No cussing allowed?
No, I just finished editing that, so I'm still on that kick, I guess.
Listen to it. Yeah, so it looks like it's the biggest gosh dang crocodile I've ever seen. I mean,
Well.
I love crocodile tail and gator tail and all that, and this thing, I think it's going to take all of us to take it down if we run into that big guy. And I can tell you right now, all the ones I've encountered, you better watch out for that death roll. They get a hold of you, you're losing a limb or well, in my case, probably everything. It'll probably just tear me in half. So basically what I'm saying is all of us small people got to be careful. And the rest of you could try to keep us alive.
We should also be careful.
Us goblins are pretty nimble, you know. You get out of sticky situations if we have to.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I haven't died yet.
Exactly. Nimble escape, eh?
Yeah.
Why don't you want to
Well,
hook it though?
Do we want to go that way? I mean, the way I look at it is if they are hostile, the lizards, they're going to be, angry if we come up on the river. But if they're not, they might become hostile if they think we're creeping around.
Right. But we were supposed to be subtle about it, right? They didn't want
guess.
us just walking up and saying, "Hello, are you planning to attack the town?" Although if we could do that. They've already paid us.
What if we tell them we're just here looking for food? Like we're literally just hunting some crocodiles and see if we can ask them for some help, with the area, and if get kind of a read on their attitudes, maybe pick up on some information. I mean, if they attack us, we'll know they're hostile, right?
True enough. That's the easiest way to do it.
They don't need to know why we're here.
No, I suppose not. All right.
We can always be passing through.
Yeah,
Yes,
I mean, what do the rest of you think? You think that's good? I mean, we could pull aside right here, look on this map. If we go around this corner, it might be too late. So, it might be a good thing that snake attacked us before we went any further.
All right. I do hate to point out the obvious, but we are a rather we're a group of folks who perhaps aren't the most accepted in a lot of towns, except for you, of course, Jess. You are very human. But the rest of us, we might actually get along well with the lizard folk. I've got the feeling that the humans don't like them very much either.
Adam, where's that snake? Was I able to grab some of that snake?
I mean,
Or did it just fall in the water and it's gone forever?
I mean, people were hitting with like big axes and shit. So there's probably
got a
some.
bite of it.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure there's like.
I'm just saying if I had time to before it floated and sunk, well not floated and sunk, before it sunk in the water and was dead, if I was able to
So
carve
it
it a little
was
bit, get some stuff out of it.
still alive.
Mm,
It just got
and it escaped.
hurt.
Yeah.
It got hurt bad enough that it fled you,
Okay.
which hindsight 2020 should have given some people some opportunity attacks, I'm sure, but it was also 902.
we did.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Did we? Because I
That's
know
how I ate it.
it was pushing 9 o'clock, so I was trying to respect everybody's time zones and things. So I did try to fast track it a little bit, so I apologize. But yeah, so it did, when it got very weak, it did start to bail.
The old bleed and fleed. Okay. So I mean, I guess if we all agree that we don't want to see us coming, we can start steering off towards one way or the other. Who's paddling still? Is it Jess and Charlie? Or I'm sorry, Jess and Cece?
I would have thought so. I think I would have gone back to paddling.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Cece was paddling originally, and I know I love. Oh, I don't know why. I didn't mean to make Danny's icon so small. Sorry.
Because she's small.
Oh, Danny is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, oh.
She's
So
gnome size, halfling size.
Halfling
Oh,
size. Yeah. 4 feet tall. I'm a small
I
character.
completely missed it. I'm sorry. I thought I accidentally resized you. I didn't realize you resized yourself on purpose. Yeah, I do love the small. Honestly, you guys were very lucky to have 3 small people in this rowboat, because I don't think 5 normal sized creatures could actually fit in this boat without capsizing it.
She just went tubing down the river, tied them all together with ropes.
That's true. I mean, we would have found a way one way or another.
I'll
Sorry,
start using my giant fork to pull us in. So as we're turning going towards
you were
the show,
poking.
I'm gonna use the rocks and get us in, and then when I feel like we're like feel the front of the whatever it is, canoe or whatever boat hit the shore, I'll like wedge the fork in the back so that when he tries to push us back, we don't go back as much.
Okay.
I mean, I was assuming we'd go to this upper side of the shore, but I'm not actually the one steering, so we can go wherever anyone wants to go.
Yeah, so I think the main question is, are we approaching through marsh or water?
I think we were going by the marsh, weren't we?
It sounds like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think to answer your question, Jeremy, about which bank would we go to, the south or the north? The river is about to bank to the left and go up towards it, so you would want to go to the north bank, and you guys would know that.
I don't
from
want
the
us to
map.
get out and be across the river.
Yeah, I know. You wouldn't want to go down to the south bank, walk all the way up there, and now you got a big river you got to cross before. Yeah. Okay, I assumed you guys wouldn't go to the way that the actual base is at, so that would be to the north.
I just know how you love your gotcha moments.
No. So we'll go ahead. We'll park it. Look at that. You guys are able to get that rowboat up into that area with and now from here, seeing those claw marks so close, like you guys could tell for sure this was 100% a crocodile that has been using this path.
Not an alligator.
Again, whichever one is scarier. I
know, but you said we know 100%, so I just want to make sure we know.
I think crocodiles are the scarier ones. So yeah, I'm gonna, you know what? I'm planting my flag. I'm throwing my cap over that fence. I'm saying it's a crocodile. Because in my headcanon, crocodiles have always been scarier than alligators. I may 100% be wrong about that, but okay.
So gonna hop out and off from the shore. Does anyone have a rope or something? We probably should tie this thing up, or else we might not have a way back home. Be walking.
I have rope. Yes. Do you want to tie it up?
Yeah.
Yes. Please do
Just
the time.
Do a sleight of hand.
Yes, please. Let's see how good this knot is. Sleight of hand would be perfect. Oh, I read that as a 2 because you had a +2. No, yeah, with a 12, like like that's a really good knot. That boat ain't going nowhere.
Tap it. Ain't going nowhere.
All right. So you guys can head off into the direction, and I think now at this point, you might be relying on Reggie a little bit, just because The map he gave you was clearly made with like the intent that either you went the entire marsh way or the entire river way. But the marsh way would have had you coming out from a different angle than you are now. You would have came out on the southern shore. So you would have to kind of read the map a little bit and infer exactly where the path is. But I think with Reggie's being so familiar with this area, he'd be able to lead the way pretty quickly. And so you guys will be getting within sight of the hideout of the lair. I think I've been calling it a couple of different things tonight, but it is still pretty early on. So it's I guess by the time you guys would get there, it'd be like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And you guys see, as you guys are walking through this marsh, it's kind of, you'll be walking and it feels like really solid ground, and then you might be on what feels like solid ground for 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, and then just randomly your foot will go like all the way down 5 feet, 6 feet, whatever. You'll fall in this big random marsh hole of water. So it is kind of tricky terrain that you guys are all currently navigating through. But after, I know I mentioned that by river, you guys would have gotten there in about 15 minutes. We'll say that it probably takes about an hour walking through the marsh. And, but when you do get there, like I said, it's still early enough in the afternoon that the light's out. You guys will have a clear view of them in the entire area before they have any chance of being able to see you all. Let me see real quick. I actually don't think I have a... No, okay. I wanted to make sure I didn't have a map to pop you guys on for this. So it's mid-afternoon when you guys arrive, and you guys can use... First off, I think everybody notices that the smell gets very strong. It smells very much like, almost like fish, different enough, but you definitely are getting a little bit of a Saltmarsh fish smell from this area. A lot of salt. And you see the Dunwater, and you can see now from your vantage point, you can see where it would have wrapped around that corner you guys were taking, and then you see it kind of meander off to the side past the lizard folk hideout that you guys are currently looking at, the promontory or whatever it is. I don't want to say... Okay, Drunder's still awake. I didn't want to say it while Drunder was watching me because I'll feel embarrassed because I'm sure I'm butchering that word. But you see the promontory jutting out into the Dunwater as it kind of goes past it. From this vantage point, you guys are still kind of in the marsh, right? There's enough like foliage and bushes, some like weeping willow trees blocking your guys's covering you guys, so you guys can be sneaky as you want as you are kind of doing some recon on this area. But looking at it, you guys see that rocky promontory rising from the shoreline out into the Dunwater. It looks like from here you guys can just see 2 different lizard folk sentries kind of guarding the entrance to this cave. It looks like they're more looking out towards the marsh, not the marsh that you guys are coming from, but the marsh you guys would have taken if you would have taken the marsh path. They're kind of watching that area and the Dunwater itself. You can kind of see like they're kind of flipping back and forth between the 2 sentries of who's watching which, but it definitely seems like they've got something they're actually looking out for. And it's not the direction that you guys are all coming from now with this little sneak attack of marsh from the north you guys are doing. You guys would also see that it looks like this is pretty hobbled together. They've got a pretty small cook fire right between the 2 sentries at the front. I think if you guys watch long enough, you'll see like a little lizard folk, like a child. You would assume it's a child because it's about 2 feet tall. Poke its head out of the entrance to the den, and one of the guards will kind of shoo it back in as they start looking back again. One of the guards is sitting with his back up against the entrance. But from here, you guys would see that I'll give you like 10 minutes to watch, and it looks like it's just two guards, one of which sitting on the floor. Like I said, the little kid that poked his head out and went back in. But other than that, they don't seem to notice you yet. If you guys hung around here or made any noise or anything, they would definitely be able to see you from their vantage point if you guys did make any noise or anything. But for now, that's what you guys see. And yeah, how do we want to approach this?
So do we want to be sneaky, or do we want to just walk up there and, ask them for help? Tell them we're out here hunting for some crocodiles.
I think I think we should be not sneaky. I think we should just walk up. I think we can do our sneakiness in terms of how we're addressing them and the things we're saying, the information we're trying to get. But we were attacked by a giant snake, and we need to take a bit of a rest. Would they be so hospitable as to put us up for the day, the evening? You could offer your cooking in return, in trade.
That's true. What do you think, Jess? You're the most out of your element here.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they'll react to me.
True.
To just like, what am I doing here? What is but if I think if we can discuss things, that'd be preferable. I'd rather not have to come back saying, yeah, they attacked us they we saw each other gear up for war. That doesn't sound like a good idea.
Right, yes. Hmm.
Well, in that case, I think we can just go up there and try to look as non-threatening as possible and see what they're about. Hopefully they don't attack us. We're kind of gambling here.
Yeah, maybe we should make an accidental noise so they can see us as a like, oops.
Right. We do want to be. We don't want to appear to be sneaking on them. I assume.
So shall we be loud walking? Like,
I feel like most of you guys would probably be really good at that. Loud walking.
Adam, would we be able to like hear them from where we are now?
You would probably need to get a little bit closer to actually hear them. Unless you want to roll me from this distance, if you want to roll me a perception check, I can try to give you something. If it's pretty good, I'll probably give you enough info to decide what to do next.
22.
Okay, well,
Oh.
guess what? That is enough. You can hear. So the one that's sitting down on the ground is saying something up to the one that's standing, and then the one standing, responding. Do you speak Draconic? Because that is what they're speaking at the moment.
Languages: Common, Draconic, Dwarvish, Gnomish,
Oh
Halfling,
my
Infernal.
god,
Yeah.
you do.
I also understand them.
Yeah, you can hear. It sounds like they're talking right now about that little kid that poked its head out. Still, man, I don't know what. Janet and Janet and Marcus really need to get little Abby under control. I don't know why they're letting her come out in the open. It's dangerous out here. They really need to, get a tighter leash on their kid. And it just sounds like they're just kind of shooting the shit. They definitely sound. You got a 22, so I'm gonna give you a lot of shit. They definitely sound pretty relaxed at the moment. And I think with the one that's actually sitting with his back up against the rock, that makes a lot of sense. The fact that he doesn't seem very on guard or alert. The other one maybe seems a little bit more so, but still, it doesn't seem like they're you know super bloodthirsty and getting ready for a raid or anything like that. It seems like these two are pretty new guards.
Okay. I mean, they sound pretty normal. I think we should go up to them, see what they need, see if they want to do anything, see if we get some info off it as well.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
All right, so we will. So we're just gonna kind of be like walking out from the marsh area up to the two guards.
As I'm walking, as soon as I get into 30 feet, can I use detect magic to make sure there isn't anything?
Yeah. I think I think from your current position, I've probably been picturing you guys about, I don't know, maybe like 120 feet away, right, from the entrance. And you guys are on the correct side of it, so you don't have to like cross any water or anything. You guys can just come out from the kind of heavily vegetated area and just walk up to them. Um, and in doing so, I think you could probably still get within 30 feet of them without them noticing you guys yet. Um, Unless actually, if you guys are all just walking loudly, they would probably see you guys at 30 feet, but that would be okay. You can go ahead and cast your detect magic. Does anybody else want to do anything before we kind of get past the point of no return where these people will see you guys?
Oh, oh yeah, it's just I rolled it, but it's just yeah, I
Okay.
forgot it's more of a description.
Yeah. For the duration, you sense the presence of magical effects within 30 feet. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and get my meteor hammer ready, which is a cast iron pan tied to a rope. And it's basically just like a D8 bludgeoning weapon that has 5 foot range. Like it's just one extra, has reach. And so I have that in one hand, and then in my other hand I have one of my wooden spoons, and I'm hitting it. I'm like hitting it and walking out into the clear path to where they can see me, and I'm going, "Here, Gator, Gator, Gator," and I'm hitting this pan with it. "Gator, where are you?" And I'm jumping out into the path. So if the rest of the party wants to stay kind of around the corner, they can. Gabo though is purposely stepping out in the line of sight and looking around. He's acting like he's not even looking at the guards. He's like looking just around that area, literally banging the pot, but holding it to where if something does happen, he's ready to like swing that thing and use it as a weapon.
Okay.
I'd
Yeah.
definitely come with you because I'd have to get within 30 feet anyway. I might as well get closer with Garbo.
Yeah, so you guys both kind of get closer to the entrance to this place. And that guard that was already standing up, as soon as Gaba he started banging that pan, his spear was just lying up against the wall next to him. He's gonna grab it up and he's going to start kind of shuffling towards you. His spear pointed at, I guess, just you two for now. Is that how we're gonna do this? Where like it's just gonna be Galbo and Reggie, the first two that are actually like out and being loud, and the rest hanging back?
Yeah, I want to see how this sort of pans
Yeah.
out and rush in if I need to, or run away.
Oh, I get it. Pans out. It's a good one.
Yeah.
That was a really good one. Okay, so we'll do where it's just Reggie and Gabo.
If it was magic, it'd be a real cast iron.
Yeah. Okay. Jesus Christ. We can't, guys. Okay, that's our two cooking-based puns for the evening. We have used our quota.
I can probably come up with more.
I know. Yeah.
I'm just trying to butter you up.
Okay, I quit.
Cookies so salty.
I will say that the detect magic from you, Reggie, no magic whatsoever. You can get all the way to the doorway, the fire pit by them, the guard that's sitting down. You don't sense any magic at all. So these fools have no magic items or enchanted weapons or anything like that. You can tell that for sure. I think that's a worthy spell slot.
It's cantrip, so it's probably
What? Okay. Well, still. Worthy cantrip either way. Yeah, so as the one that was standing up, he's now grabbed his spear and walked over to the edge of the marsh with you guys. He's gonna point it at you, Gabo. Stop!
He's gonna go, hey, careful, buddy. I think there's alligators around here.
He's gonna look back at his friend who's still like very slowly getting to his feet. His friend does not seem like a very good guard at all.
Or at least I hope there are, or else we're looking in the wrong place.
Alligator?
Yeah, or something, or crocodiles, or I don't know, something like that. You know, the things-
Crocodile.
Yeah, they look like you, but they're like big and they crawl around and stuff. I'm trying to find one so I can hit it in the head with this thing and cook it.
He definitely seemed like he had no clue what the word alligator meant, but as soon as he said crocodile, he's like, "No, crocodile."
Yeah, you guys know where to find them? I've been hunting all over this damn marsh trying to find some crocodiles so I can cook them up and eat them. And I was going to make some jerky out of it and go down to that damn town down the street and see if I can make a quick buck.
He's going to point to the southeast. Crocodile!
Is that the direction we came from?
No, you guys came from the southwest.
Oh, yeah, sure. I could use some water. Thanks for the offer. And I'm going to start walking towards them as if he just invited me in.
So he heard water. He says, "Oh, no water, no water."
Yeah, it's what you said, the crocodile. And I'm just still walking towards them.
And he's backing up. He looks scared. Ah!
I mean, I'm not like brandishing the pot like
stop!
a pan like a weapon.
Stop!
What about Reggie? Is Reggie behind me, walking with me? Or are you not approaching?
I feel like it would be funny if I use, I don't have to say it, Forgamentory, invisible hand. I can like close the door to like wherever they are behind them, so they wouldn't be able to like back up into where like the place from where they were.
Oh yeah, if we get close enough, you get open or close and unlock door.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's back. So the door is they've shooed the kid back inside, and they closed the door behind him. So it is currently closed. But if you're able to, if the other one does try to leave and then close it, but right now that door is actually closed because they made the kid go back in. But he is backing up towards that door. He does actually look pretty terrified of you two.
Hey, it's all right, buddy. We're just looking. We're just trying. You said you had crocodiles in there.
Ah, crocodile! He's gonna point back to the southeast.
No, crocodile, and I point at their place where they live, and I take like another couple steps forward.
He's looking. He's pointing still at the door. He's looking pretty flummoxed. He's definitely trying to think of the word. Home! And then he raises his spear back at you two. Stop! Home!
Hey, I can speak Draconic. It's fine. Can we like talk this out a bit?
Oh,
I feel
hey.
a bit
Hey.
threatened, that's all.
Oh, you can talk normal. Okay.
Yeah. My friend just doesn't know Draconic. That's all.
Oh, he was yelling alligator or something. I didn't know what he was talking about. It was scaring me. What are you guys
He's
doing
just trying
here?
to hunt. He's just trying to hunt alligators at the moment. He's trying to make a quick buck of trying to maybe cook them. Maybe like give you some of his food from it.
What's an alligator?
It's the monsters in the marsh. Have you not seen one?
Crocodile?
Oh yes, crocodile. My apologies. My apologies.
I don't know what an alligator is. I do know what a crocodile is. They're very scary.
Just me.
Oh, so
I've seen some in my time.
So you're killing a crocodile. He's like plants his spear on the ground. He's feeling pretty comfortable now, especially you talking Draconic to him, and there only being two of you. Him and his buddy they'll be fine, I'm sure, if you two attack because there's only two of you. Yeah, there is. Are you looking for Thousand Teeth?
What's Thousand Teeth?
Thousand Teeth the Dreadful. We gotta say its name like that. We gotta say it real scary because he is real scary. You
Who is
say
he?
it.
I've not heard of it before.
No, you say it now, like I did.
Do I have to?
Yeah, yeah. It's you gotta say it's scary because he's scary.
Say it again for me. Yeah, I didn't pick it up.
Okay, I'll give you one more from the top. Thousand Teeth the Dreadful. Now you go.
Thousand Teeth the Dreadful.
Yeah. You guys are gonna go. Oh, I'll show you where. Yeah, it's right over. He's still pointing. Yeah, just go. Yeah, go get him. Go get him. He killed my friend 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
No, I say friend. He owed me money. It's okay. That's mostly what I'm mad about. Is the money. And by money, of course, I mean fish bones. Anyway, you guys have fun. And he's gonna go back up and he's gonna stand by the entrance to the den. And to Gabo, you didn't hear any of that. You just heard all Draconic.
I know. I'm very
other than when he first, I think, yelled stop and a couple like one word things, but.
So, did he tell you where to find the gators at?
Yes. Reggie will point in the direction that he had at the same lizard folk had pointed at before.
Oh, okay. Well, that isn't really that helpful. So, all right, hey guy, you can kind of understand me, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking in common to this.
He'll.
I mean, look, I could talk in Gnomish if that would help, but I just don't think it would.
He'll look over at you, and you think. Roll me an insight check real quick, Gabo.
Whoa.
I know, I'm trying to get some dice rolls going in our D&D game,
18.
Hell yeah. You think that, with how this lizard folk was talking to you guys and with how he was responding to you guys originally, before obviously Reggie started talking in Draconic to it, it seemed like this lizard folk may have started learning common a fucking week ago, if you had to be any guess. So you would think he might have like 30 common words tops in his vocabulary. So you can communicate with him, and he will slightly be able to communicate back with you, but there's gonna be a little bit of a language barrier for sure.
Hey, so first of all, I'm Gabo. I'm a cook. I'm out here hunting some of those crocodiles, like you said. And I've been I set up traps all over the place around here in this marsh, trying to catch them. And I just was wondering if I could maybe like come in and talk to whoever's in charge of your place here, and let them know where all the traps are. I would hate to see someone innocent get hurt. I know that kid was out there wandering. I wouldn't want anyone to get hurt. You know, the only tails I want to eat tonight are gator tails. So I would hate to see any of your lizard folk run in there, and get snatched up by those traps.
You say all that, Gabo,
Capiche?
and then you say capiche.
It's like one of his 10 words, right? Capiche?
Yeah. For sure. He for sure has capiche in his back pocket.
That's actually a lizard folk word.
He's gonna look at you, and then he's gonna point at you, Gabo, and he's gonna say, "Chief,
Yeah, I can give you a treat. And he like reaches
Chief?
in and he's gonna hold out a piece of turkey jerky. Yeah, take me to your chief.
You think for sure that when you said that you're a chef, he 100% thought that you said you're a chief. And that's all he seems to have picked up from that entire conversation, that you're the chief of your party. Chief, yeah! We got chief.
Yeah, that's right. I'm a chef. Here you go. I'm giving him the turkey jerky.
Is it good?
I mean, Jess and Reggie thought it was good last
Everyone
time.
liked it
Okay.
last time.
That is a good point. Okay, yeah.
Adam, stop playing these games. You know what fucking
well,
turkey
I'm-
jerky is.
I'm trying to get some like chef roles and shit. Like, are we doing like a performance check to see how good this turkey is? But no, you know what? I think a lizard folk who typically eats like fish and carcasses, this turkey jerky is probably life changing. Oh,
I mean, it is a carcass,
Liz.
technically.
He's gonna point at himself. Liz. The only reason you think it's a him/his is he's wearing a loincloth but no top. So
Well, I was
I
gonna
don't
say
know.
it says like on the shirt.
you assume it's a guy. I don't know. Liz.
Yeah, it's good, right?
And point at
Yeah.
you. Chief.
So Goblin's
Oh
gonna be very
dear.
loud, making sure everyone else that's hiding can hear him. So we're gonna go inside and talk to the chief, right? And he like yells it to where like the rest of you all can hear. That's kind of the
Right.
idea. What are you all doing?
Is it possible that we were close enough to overhear all of this?
Yeah, let's say for the sake of the rest of you three, you guys would be able to hear all this. So if you could speak Draconic, you would have heard all of it. If you can't speak Draconic, you would have only heard the common parts of it. So
Do Jess or Cece speak Draconic?
Jess does not.
Surprisingly, I do.
All right.
Ooh,
Well, I'll translate for Jess as we're going. And he seems to think that Gobbo's our chief, so we'd best tromp along and act like he's in charge.
So real quick, does everybody know Draconic except for Gobbo and Jess?
Jess.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh
seems
my
like
goodness,
it.
we had 3 people. I did not think I was.
We had this last time with the dark vision again.
Yeah.
Yes, I was picturing that we were gonna get to this part, and it was gonna be just me doing all the broken vocals and not being able to speak, more than 2 words at a time. But no, now everyone knows fucking Draconic. So. Okay. Well, Liz
Right,
is
but
about to become much
no one
more.
else has revealed that.
Yeah. True. Um. So yeah, you guys would all know that they, are thinking that Gabo is the chief.
Right.
Could I use Borgamortori to use booming voice to make sure like Henrik and Jess and Cece was able to hear me?
Yeah, I
Oh, we were
think.
definitely getting close in there.
Oh.
Yeah, and but I do like the scene that like if you did do that, Liz would be like backing up, like even more. Like, why is this dude so loud?
It'd be like a
Even
whisper,
Jess
but
would
it'd still
flinch
be
at
like.
that.
Oh gosh, yes. Let's go tromping through.
Okay, well, if you guys want to all come up and meet up with Gabo, and Reggie, you guys, Liz will raise the spear back up again. Ah! And he's gonna be
No,
speaking
it's fine. We're
in
with him.
Yeah, he's gonna be speaking in Okay, but so you said that in Draconic.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Well, Queen. He's pointing inside.
Oh, you'll take us to your queen?
Is she expecting you guys?
No, but we'd love to speak with her.
He's kind of looking.
If that's okay. I mean, we don't want to get you in trouble.
He's gonna look at the other one who's still just fucking sitting there. You got watch? And the one sitting there is just gonna look up and give a thumbs up. All right, follow. No spears. No spears. And he's looking at all of you guys. So anyone who doesn't speak draconic. You have no idea what he's saying right now, but he's definitely seems to be saying something and pointing at everybody.
Right. Jess, do you have any weapons that are really visible?
I don't believe she does.
Excellent.
She has a mace somewhere, but I assume it's not accessible immediately.
Right. He's telling us no spears, but I'm assuming he probably means no weapons of any sort. But no, all he said was no spears. So put away your spears.
Gonna look at Reggie.
I don't have one of those.
No weird spears.
No weird spears.
And you
Got
point
it.
at your bow, Reggie.
Uh,
It's your weird spear.
should I? Just...
You can put it. You just gotta put it away. You just can't be holding it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I wouldn't have had it. It would just be on my back anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
It wouldn't actually be on me.
Hands.
Oh, right. We'll lift our hands up.
Okay.
I'm gonna hand him my longbow, but I still have my giant fork trident. I still have multiple knives that for cooking that are basically like little
Daggers.
daggers and short swords and shit. And
Okay.
I have the pots hanging from a rope, or the one that I'm like wielding. I guess I'll like clip it to like a carabiner type thing on my bag, which I normally have it, and it's just like over my shoulder. And then like, oh, it's a pan. Sorry, the pot is on my head still. It's part of my armor. And he doesn't care about the other stuff, like a giant fork and
No,
my
I mean
knives.
that's a fork, man. Why would you care about a big fork? You know?
not a spear.
Yeah, it's not a spear. It's a big fork.
So
Now the weird
these are
spear.
my line cooks. We're all out here together on this training exercise, trying to hunt the freshest crocodiles. And Chief needs to speak to your queen. That good?
Liz is gonna look over at Reggie and Kenrick and be like, queen?
He wants to speak to the queen, please.
Queen.
He'll make you dinner in exchange.
Queen Snapjaw.
Queen Snapjaw, is that her name?
Yeah, that's her name.
Okay.
My name's Liz. What's your name?
Kenrick. Nice to meet you,
Kenrick.
Liz. Oh, this is
Everybody's
Jess.
names.
This is Jess. She doesn't speak your language, so we'll translate. This is Cece. This is Reggie. He also can speak with you, obviously. And that is Gobbo, our chef. And again, we can translate for him. It's fine.
He's gonna
If he
point
wants.
at Gabo and Cece. They're the ones.
Yeah.
Yes, there's nothing wrong with being small.
No, just
She glowers from about 2 inches
No,
taller than Cece.
I want to make sure, like, when Liz said that, like, Liz looks just genuinely like kind of curious and like kind of like just interested, like, oh, little ones too. It is not meant to be like derogatory towards the little people. He just seems very excited to see little goblins in the party. Yeah, okay. He's gonna go up to the door and push it open. All right, hey, you need to stand up. Stand up. He's looking at the old lizard folk, like nudging him. Stand up. All right, stand up. And he's gonna finally stand up. All right, follow me. And he's gonna lead you guys all into this promontory. I'll surely edit that so I get it in one go and it doesn't sound stupid at all. He's gonna lead you right to the promontory. And inside it does look a little bit probably like more well maintained than I think you all would probably expect it to be. It's pretty narrow, but there's a lot of torches on the wall that are lighting the way. Everything seems to be carved from rock. It doesn't seem like it was carved recently. It seems like this was all carved quite some time ago. And everything seems pretty organized and like maintained. There's like some chests and stuff along the walls, but they look like they're actually like in some kind of organized system. You see lizard folk that are kind of meandering across the halls. They'll look at you guys for sure as you're walking by, but if they glance over and see Liz escorting you all, they won't pay you a second look after that. Once they know that you guys are at least, have a chaperone. Um, you guys would think from this, I mean, it looks like a pretty disciplined area. It doesn't look like a group of people who are, like preparing for a war or anything like that, right? Like it doesn't look like these people are like getting ready for a raid or anything. It looks like they're kind of just surviving here. And as Liz is going to continue leading you guys down through a couple hallways, you guys are going to pass a couple of rooms. You'll pass one where it's just open doorway, and you can see kind of a row of cots in it, and maybe 10 to 12 different lizard folk soldiers. It looks like some kind of barracks area, and they've all got a foot locker at the bottom of their bunks and things like that. And then going a little bit further and deeper into the lair, you guys would see that you walk past this pretty big archway. There's no like door onto it. It's just a big archway, and inside you can see it looks like a pretty older looking lizard folk. Got a lot of bone necklaces and the head dressing. You would think it was maybe like a lizard folk shaman or something. And there were eggs all around this room. You guys could probably count 40 or 50 eggs around this area, and they're all in these little circles around this little campfire. These little multiple campfires around this room. It looks like some kind of hatchery. And as you walk by this area, Liz will kind of step in front of the archway and hold a spear. Kind of just, it looks like it's kind of a practiced posture. It's not like he's trying to threaten you guys or anything like that. It's more like
blocking our view in.
Yeah, he's more block or in case you guys were coming in here and gonna pop off or anything, he's kind of trying to put himself between you guys and the eggs. But you guys can, as you walk by, I think even Gabo, you probably notice it probably smells a little bit. Not a bad. As soon as I said that, I realized it sounds like it smells bad. It probably smells a little bit like a bread oven or something, with all these little campfires roasting these groupings of eggs around the room. But yeah, Liz will kind of, he'll make sure you guys keep moving past that. He definitely seems a little nervous about you guys, being near their hatchery. But then after you guys all pass by, he'll jog up and get back in front of you guys. And he's going to lead you guys to the biggest double doors you guys have seen yet in here. So far, you've seen mostly small, regular size wooden doors, and then that one archway for the hatchery. But now you guys have gotten to these true, pretty huge double wooden doors. And Liz will crack it a little bit, kind of look in, and I think everybody can see that inside of here, it looks like I could only explain it as some kind of summit or council is meeting at the moment. You'll notice that it looks like there's very distinct 3 different groups in this big room. It's the biggest room you guys have seen in this den yet. You see a couple pillars that are lining it all the way up to the front. At the head, there's a little bit of a raised platform with a throne. It looks like this is the throne room / banquet room / great hall. But most importantly, what you see in here is 3 distinct groups of you see one group of lizard folk to the mostly to the left. You see in the middle group, it looks like, does anybody know what Kualinth are? Because that's what it is. And then to the right there are some Lokatha. And I'll pop a picture of all these factions in here because I had to look them up myself because I had no clue what any of these were. But there were these 3 distinct groups. They all look vaguely fish-like, with some small variations to them. The back corner of the room, you see a very pale-looking figure wearing all white robes, kind of head to toe, masked out. You can't really tell what that person is. But the most important figure in the room seems to be that Queen Snapjaw, and you can see that even though there's the lizard folk group, there's the Koa Linth group, and then the Lokatha group. The Queen Lockjaw seems to be kind of going back and forth between all 3 of these groups. She was originally, when the door opened, she was addressing all 3 of them, and I think just for the sake of exposition and stuff like that, we'll say that once the door was opened, you guys could get a little bit of the conversation. It is in Draconic, so only the people who know Draconic would be able to pick up some of the conversation. But we will just say real quick that it seems like this summit or council or whatever this is, it's starting to wrap up, you think, based on like social cues and things like that. So you think there's probably like 5 to 10 minutes left of this meeting, and Liz is just gonna hold up his hand at you all. We gotta wait. We gotta wait till they're all done. Should be any minute now. And he's looking pretty nervous, like that. Even the fact that he opened the door into this council hall. We probably shouldn't. He's gonna start to close it. We probably shouldn't eavesdrop on them. So what do you guys do for fun?
Before he closes the door,
Mm-hmm.
would the queen be within 30 feet of the door, or where we were?
No. So according to like the map that we've got for this, which it's not going to play at the moment, but we'll just say that it's actually a pretty long hallway. It's more long than wide. It's maybe only 30 feet wide. However, it's like a 90-foot long, like big great hall. And she and all the others are all at the far end of it. So they're about 90 feet away at the moment to the door, to the double door that Liz has stopped you all at and is waiting for the summit to finish.
Okay. I was just, for one of my spells, it's
Trying to
30
do
feet, so I
the
wanted to make sure, yeah.
detect magic.
No, actually, something else.
Oh, okay. But yeah, yeah, what do you guys like to do for fun?
Eat snakes.
I like eating crocodiles.
Pardon me?
We like eating
I
things.
just
We're
like
hungry.
eating food.
So you guys just eat a lot. I eat a lot too.
Well, we've got that in common then, haven't we?
Yeah, I like snakes. I've eaten a snake.
They are quite tasty, aren't they?
Not particularly, but
That just means you're not cooking them right.
maybe I'm not cooking them right.
I saw your kitchens in the other room with the fire.
Gabo, wait! God damn it, Gabo! Can you speak Draconic?
No.
No, he's not talking to me in common.
This is it. You'll know if it's a Draconic or common. I promise you.
I didn't know, so.
Well,
Right. No, we do enjoy eating. This is our cook, Gabo. He makes very good things. And even the things that are not so good, he makes them taste good. So he's talented like that.
maybe Gabo make me snake.
Gabo, would you make snake for Liz?
You want me to make you a snake? I'm not like a wizard or anything.
No, like cook him a meal of snake.
Sure.
Prove
But
that
I
it
really
can
want
taste
to
good.
know, though, if you like snake, do you like to eat humans? I'll wink at Jess. I'll wink, let her know it's okay. You ever eat humans?
You know, that's an excellent question. Excuse me, Liz, do you ever eat human?
Oh no, they stinky.
What
sorry,
about teeth?
sorry.
And he's gonna look over at Jet.
Sorry. Can you tell your friend I'm sorry?
Yes,
I
yes.
didn't.
He
Actually, don't.
apologizes for saying that you are stinky.
Actually, I was just gonna say you could just not tell them I'm stinky, but we're past that now, so it's okay.
It's fine. I'm sure she won't mind. She seems very sweet. Not
Just-
stinky at all.
Jess is kind of unsure how this is going because when Gabo was like, "Oh, I'm gonna ask," and then whatever interaction just took place there, and then she was basically told like, "Now you're good." And she's like, trying to like, "Oh, okay," but also what?
Yeah, no, it's fine. He doesn't want to eat you.
What?
I was just making sure. That's good, right? It's a good thing that they don't eat the humans,
It
Yeah.
is. It is.
or at
Right.
least this one doesn't.
Thank you. She's gonna say that to Liz,
Oh yeah.
but she's something I got.
Yeah.
He's gonna look at Kenrick.
How do I
Yes.
say you're welcome in common?
Oh, it is. You're welcome.
Oh God. He's gonna look over at Jess.
You're welcome.
Isn't that adorable?
Can this be amusing?
Okay, I think they're wrapping up now. Let me just
He's gonna open the door a little bit. And you can see now that Queen Snapjaw is no longer like addressing everybody. Now those individual groups are kind of all milling about themselves, including Queen Snapjaw is now with the other lizard folk, all kind of conversing. Liz will open up the door. Okay, all right. Actually, and then close it again. All right.
I've never actually done this, so you guys
Done
need to
what?
back me up. I've never interrupted the queen before. I've never
Oh.
talked to the queen before.
Right. Gobbo, Jess, be cool. He's never talked to the queen before.
Everyone be cool.
Sunglasses.
Everyone get your sunglasses on.
Yeah, he's gonna open up the door, and he's gonna very loudly clear his throat.
Queen Snapjaw.
He's gonna look back at you, Five.
You guys didn't hear that, did you?
No, you're doing great, sweetie.
Okay, you didn't hear my voice cracking, did you?
No,
All
you
right.
sound fantastic.
Queen Snapjaw! I've got visitors for you. Was that good?
That was lovely. Yes,
Okay.
fantastic job.
He turns and he fucking leaves, and he's gonna leave you, Five, standing there by yourself with no chaperone anymore. As the queen is gonna look over very confused and walk over to chat with you guys. And I think that's actually a really good stopping point for our first pee break. So I think we will be back in 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how fast everyone's able to take the quick break, and we'll be shut up. Okay, I can't read chat anymore. I keep looking over and reading Gerunda's chats, and it keeps making me laugh.
Well, that's a
while I'm
terrible
not-
plan.
It is a terrible plan, isn't it? Fuck you, Gerunda. We'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes, and we will see what the queen has to say to you all. Be right back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Drundu, you absolute asshole. There's no way you were hearing us because I was checking all the audio tracks. Anyway, welcome back, everybody, from that very, very quick and short break. We left off with the party talking with Queen Snapjaw. And Liz has left, and now you five are standing there with an audience of the Queen Lizard Folk. She's going to look over all five of you, and she is going to speak in common, just so that there's no confusion. She's going to look over you five. Yeah, I can't help but notice you all are a bit out of place here. What brings you to our humble abode? And at this point, the rest of those other three groups that were up towards the front of the Great Hall, they're all kind of mingling about just amongst themselves. But just I don't think you guys are gonna just straight up try to attack this queen or anything. But just to give a little bit of context, there are like 20 to 30 beings in each of these groups, so there's quite a lot of people in this hall at the moment. Just to give that context.
Is she speaking Draconic or normal to us? Or common?
She is speaking common, so everybody can understand this.
And you said there were other non-lizard folk here too?
Yeah, so they are called, and I actually had to look up all these different groups because I wasn't actually aware of all of them. One of them is Koalinth, Koalinth. One of them is so there's lizard folk, Koalinth, and Lakatha. Locathah. And I can actually send you guys all a quick peek at what those different races look like. So this will pop up for the people who are watching at home, and also for you guys all. So this is, so let's see. That is Koalinth. Koalinth is right here. So that should pop up to you all now.
Oh.
So that's a Koalinth. So there's a group of those. And then the other group, the Locanth, or whatever, however the fuck you say this, is this one. So the way it's described in the book is they are an iridescent being. I don't know what the hell that means for that, because to me it looks like a Kuatoa, just a little fish guy. And that this one specific one apparently has a pet sea lion or something. But yeah, so those are the three different factions you see. The lizard folk, which I think everybody knows, but I can also actually, never mind. Fuck me. This module doesn't have a handout to show what lizard folk look like, but I guess that's because they're a little bit more of a obvious race than the other two. But so those are like the three different factions that are hanging out and just having discussions amongst themselves as the queen is trying to have this conversation with you guys. Yeah, so what are you all doing here?
So her voice just sounds like that.
Yeah,
It's like, hey everybody.
No, this is a very normal voice coming from her, speaking common also. Yeah, it does not sound anything like Liz's voice, so that might be its own thing.
Liz is one of a kind.
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Gabo. I'm a cook. We were here. We're actually looking to see if you know where we could find some weapons. We're looking for some weapons in this area, and this is like the closest civilization besides all those asshole humies down the end of the river. Sorry, Jess.
Yeah, Jess was gonna stand behind somebody else, but it doesn't really work because most of you are shorter than her.
Yeah, and that's a good point. I guess it's just Jess and Reggie, the only
Maybe
two.
she'll step behind Reggie is the best she can do.
your guard guy said you had weapons for sale or something.
And you like look over as you're like thumbing back at Liz, and you see Liz fucking running through the door and leaving. I
Is that
mean, we
a
don't.
lie? Is that a deception, or I'm good, or?
No, I mean, no. Everything. I mean, everything you said was truthful. But she'll look at. I mean, Liz said we had a lot of weapons.
I don't know. I was asking him about weapons and something. He started rambling about crocodiles and all this, but
Did you? Were you speaking? Liz is trying to learn Common. Were you speaking in Common or Draconic at the time?
no, this is it. This is all I got. I just speak like this.
Okay, so Common. Yeah. We've been working with Liz for a while now, and I mean he's got maybe 30 to 40 words tops of Common. So that the misunderstanding is completely understood. But no, we don't exactly have weapons to spare and sell. If you're looking for like a weapon supplier, we've got a little bit other issues on our hands at the moment. Is that all that you all were looking for? Because if so, we can't help you.
Well, perhaps we could be of assistance to you. What sort of problems are you having?
Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but this isn't exactly our natural habitat. We were driven away from our home from the Sourgen, off to the west, and this is our old fallback den, I like to call it. So we're currently working on pushing back against the Sourgen and regaining our homeland. So that's kind of taking up most of my attention at the moment. So that's why
Right.
I'm just trying to. I just want to make sure you guys are. I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to figure out why you all are here and why Liz brought you in.
Well, I think there was some misunderstanding at first with Liz. He was attempting to speak common, and that was interesting. Uh,
Yeah, we've been working with him for a while, but he seems to have plateaued a bit.
I can see that. W- where where precisely were the Sahuagin uh causing issues?
So we're not. I don't know how much you know about us and the rest of the lizard folk, but we're not from here. We're not native here. Our true home, our hatcheries, our fallen dead, everything that we love and care for is in our previous home, a bit to the west, out and underwater. Um, but of course, the Sour Gwyn have driven us home from our home, and we've taken up into our fallback residence. However, we are currently working to build an alliance so that we can go and retake our homeland. Which again brings me to the question of why did Liz bring you all here?
Well, we offered to make dinner.
Oh, she's gonna look. She's looking like left and right, kind of flabbergasted. Like that doesn't explain why Liz brought you all in at all. Okay, I mean we've got some food. I don't know why. And you can look back and you see like Liz, just one eyeball peeking through the big double door. And when he catches you looking at him, he'll close it back real quick. I don't. Why?
I don't think it was clear to us that it would be a banquet dinner. I think we expected a smaller group of individuals when we.
Yeah, we've got some base food already prepared for our guest, the actual planned guest, and she's gonna motion over to the two other groups of people towards the front. but we never expected, humanoid guest, I guess, if that's the word I want to use.
It's certainly less offensive than some that I've heard.
I guess I'm also considered a human. She's like looking down her legs and her arms. I guess I'm also humanoid, so I don't even know what that means,
Yeah.
but
And really, how many of us are actually human these days anyway?
anyway,
I'm
so
definitely not human.
so I'm having a hard time following the threads of you all being here to cook us a meal. That just doesn't. Why'd you? That just doesn't. The math's not mathing.
Right. Well, there's a settlement down the ways, yes?
Uh, I. The only one I can assume you're speaking of is Saltmarsh.
Yes, and they're all kind of racist assholes.
Yes, that's exactly the peg that we have placed them on.
Right. Well, we needed to get away from them for a bit. They were not the most fun to be around. And thought, the enemy of my enemy is my friend sort of thing, and maybe we could hang out with you a bit.
I mean, are you all looking to attack some Sourgwyn? Or what's.
I mean, I suppose we could. You have no plans to attack Saltmarsh?
Well, no, we're looking to. We want to get away from this area as soon as we can. And of course, to do that, first we need to clear out the Sourgwyn who have taken our homeland. And
Right,
then we're going to
right.
be leaving the Stunwater and we're going to be heading back home. This is a very old fallback settlement. This was not meant to be permanent residences whatsoever for us. So it's not exactly the most comfortable digs, so to speak. But at the same time, she's gonna look over at the three very like distinct groups that are hanging out in the banquet hall, the Great Hall. You know what? We never reached out to Saltmarsh. We really didn't think that a land-based people would be much help for us in taking back our homeland against Sahuagin. It's going to be much of
Right,
it's going to be
yes, that's
underwater.
not really their forte.
But seeing as you five have made it all the way down here to our lair, somehow unimpeded, and she's like looking over at the door, seeing if Liz is gonna stick his head back out.
Might like
Ma-
use like one of my spells to open the door to see if he's just still there.
yeah, do it,
Like
do
for
it. Yeah,
entry.
do it.
Thaumaturgy, just open
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Blast that door open real quick.
I see. It's just at will, so it just
Oh
does it. I didn't
yeah,
need to
yeah,
roll
yeah.
for it.
Okay, yeah. You'll blast the door open, and you. I guess it. Um. Okay, we'll say that it opens inward, like into the. Because I was gonna say if it was opening outward, it would just knock him on his ass. But we'll say that it's opening inward. So you blast these double doors, they open inward, and you see standing there Liz with his ear pressed up against where the door was before it got blasted open. And then as soon as that happens, he's gonna kind of look at you guys and like look left and right, and then scatter around the corner so you can't see him anymore. Yeah, okay, I understand. I see the confusion now. Yeah, so we never thought that Saltmarsh would be a very likely ally for us, for a multitude of reasons. A, they've never seemed to enjoy the presence of the lizard folk. B, they're land dwellers, so I don't know how they would really help us in attacking the underwater lair and getting us back our home from the Sahuagin. However, with you five all making it here unperturbed, maybe that was a false inkling on my part. Maybe you all are worth a alliance. How about this? If you all are really, truly seeking to help out the lizard folk and help us get back to our homeland and away from the Dunwater, maybe some people in Saltmarsh aren't fans of us being so near them. Why don't you all prove your worth in an alliance? I've got 2 tasks here that and she's like kind of looking down, thinking out loud. I've got 2 tasks I've been needing accomplished, both with their own struggles for my people. One of which being Thousand Teeth actually she's gonna pause before she says it. Thousand Teeth the Destroyer. Sorry, we have to say it like that.
Is that like a requirement from Thousand Teeth, or is it just like amongst yourselves?
It's he's now taking so many of our lizard folk that if we don't make his name feared amongst everything else, that it's gonna dishonor their memory, if that makes sense.
No, perfect sense, yes.
So whenever we say Thousand Teeth, the Destroyer, we need to make sure that it sounds very intimidating, to not
And
sully the honor.
and who is that exactly?
Oh, it is a crocodile who has been in this area for quite some time. We can't kill it. Myself and my gosh, what would you call it? My family. Because it goes against everything that lizard folk stand for. We can't harm a crocodile. We can fuck up an alligator any day of the week, but crocodiles we can't. It goes against her religion, I guess. Anyway, so we need
Wait,
somebody
so
yeah.
you worship this thing and you just want us to go kill it? That seems kind of
We do
weird.
worship it, but at the same time, it is now taking just 3 of our hunting parties in the last month alone. So we we like
Right.
it, but we also need to not be losing a lot of our members. We also believe that this river that Thousand Teeth, the Destroyer, uses. We believe that the Sour Gwyn may also be using this river. So, to make it more safe for us to defend it, we need to get rid of this crocodile, which, of course, it goes against our religion. We can't kill it ourselves.
That is
However,
right.
if you all are a little bit too scared of going against Thousand Teeth, you guys can also go. Um, We've also lost our crown recently. It's more of a set piece than an actual crown, but still, it's more of a merit of honor for us to get it back. That, of course, is being held by a gang of bullywugs, specifically King Guppy. Um, he, him and his crew killed one of our lizard folk not too long ago and took the crown for themselves. So we want to get that crown back by any means necessary. And we also need Thousand Teeth, the Dreadful, killed. So how about this? How about we offer you, and we made all the other factions do an active service for us as well before joining this
Of course, of
alliance.
course.
So why don't you all do one favor for us to prove the worthiness of Saltmarsh, and then after that, we all group up and we go and kick some sour Gwyn ass.
Oh, all right. So we're doing this on behalf of Saltmarsh, are we?
Yes, if you would like to have Saltmarsh join up with our ranks and help us get back to our homeland, which it sounds like that's what you all were here to be, right? Ambassadors of Saltmarsh. helpers from Saltmarsh.
Oh, well, it was more like refugees from Saltmarsh, but no, we are happy to force them to do something shitty that they don't want to do. Certainly. Let's get them all wet and uncomfortable.
Yeah, I just got to Saltmarsh yesterday. They're not really, and they're okay, I guess, but they're not like our best friends or anything. We weren't sent here as ambassadors, that's for sure.
Okay, so I'm very pressed for time at the moment. Are we in or are we out? Honestly, at this point, she's like looking around. And she sees that the other two groups are starting to meander a little bit, and a couple other members are like leaving. So I'm kind of pressed for time at the moment. So are we doing this partnership?
Sure, yes. Let's do this. Why not? And whatever we do, we're binding the people of Saltmarsh to do
Finish
the
it.
same thing with us. Excellent.
So the
So,
question is,
You just
yeah,
want us to go. First of all, you changed the name twice. It's Thousand Teeth the Destroyer, or it's Thousand Teeth the. What was the other one you said?
dreadful.
The Dreadful. Is it the same thing? Or are they like brothers or something?
It is one and the same. It's got two
Okay.
different monikers.
And you want us to go kill this thing, but it's your
Or
religion.
yes, so you can kill that to clear the path to the Saugwind for us because we can't
Right.
harm the crocodile for our religion. Or if you want to go and get our crown back from the Bullywug King, King Guppy, you could do that as well. But I just need you all to prove your worth for us all of Saltmarsh, one way or the other. And I just happen to have two handy little errands I need ran. So I offer you the choice.
Well, you did want to make some crocodile, didn't you, Gobbo?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to chop that thing up and cook it up and make a stew out of it. Probably do something cool with the head, make like a helmet or something, or go sell it, or I don't know.
Just
I can bring it
something.
here if you all worship it or something, How big is this thing, anyways?
Well, it's
Yeah.
got 1,000 teeth.
Yeah, that's not that
which
much.
I guess
got
isn't
like half that or something.
Yeah, I guess 1,000 teeth isn't a very good metric for how big the rest of its body is. I mean, quite large if I'm being honest. It has eaten quite a bit of our well-rounded soldiers. I've never seen it myself, but from survivors who have encountered it, they have called it the 5-ton wrecking machine, I believe is what they have called it.
Oh, clever. All right.
So 5
Ooh.
tons, whatever that means. I don't actually know weight measurements whatsoever. So
Ton of teeth.
1,000 teeth, maybe each tooth weighs 5 pounds. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know.
I mean, there's also all the rest of him.
There's the rest of them too. Yeah, he's got a big tail.
Oh yeah, it's
Like-
probably more than just teeth.
Teeth and tail. He's got teeth and tail. 2
Trying
arms
to
and
put
2 legs.
together a mental image of like how big is this thing really, and I, player, have no concept for how big a crocodile is.
5 tons, 1,000 teeth.
It's big.
I'm sorry. I'm 100% aware that I, Adam, am not helping whatsoever in the description, and it is mostly on purpose. I just want everybody to know that.
Hey, if we kill this teeth guy for you, this crocodile, can I keep it? Like, can I just do whatever I want with that body? Or you don't care, right?
Yeah, we just want to be able to use the river again.
Okay, because I just came up with an idea based off what you said. I think I'm gonna go back that snap-in line place, burn it to the ground, open my own restaurant. We're gonna call it the Teeth and Tail. It's gonna be awesome, and I'm gonna put this guy's head right there over the front bar. This big ass gator of yours. So
I could not care less.
no, you can
about
work
it.
there if you want. I'll let
No,
you. I'll be
I'm-
hiring for line cooks and stuff. You can do pantry.
I
Do
think,
pantry station. You look like you got it.
think my hands
She's
are
also
full
the
here.
queen.
Yeah, I think my hands are full here with responsibility.
Oh,
at
you're
the
right. That's a
moment.
good point. You're the queen, so everyone will want to come visit. It'll be perfect.
Yes, eat the queen's cooking. That sounds like quite a fun time.
Okay, so are you? I'm sorry. I do actually need to get back to, you know, trying to keep the alliance together here. Do you all actually? You know what? Why don't you take Liz with you? Liz knows where Thousand Tooth is, and also King Guppy. So whichever you decide, you tell Liz. Let them know that Queen Snapjaw instructed you all to take them. But I really do need to get back with the summit.
Right, the important things. Sure.
So the question really is, what do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to hunt down Thousand Teeth the Dreadful? Or do you want to try to get the crown back from King Guppy? You got two options of two different quests that this queen wants you all to prove that Saltmarsh is worthy of an alliance with.
I personally would quite like to see this massive crocodile. See how
It does sound
dreadful
fun.
it is.
I would like to know how many teeth it actually has. Do you think we could count?
Oh yeah, we
That's
could
when
chop
it's
its head
dead.
off.
Yes, once it's dead.
Yeah. What if it has 999?
Then we're gonna have to keep hunting. We'll know it's the wrong one.
Oh, this could take ages.
It could.
But we get a little crocodile out of it.
Indeed. It could be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think we should hunt this crocodile.
I agree. Let's do the crocodile hunting.
Reggie, you're more familiar with the Marshman area. Do you have any suggestions as far as what would be our best course of action? Do we go get the boat? Do we walk?
I mean, it depends. Are we gonna be hopping island to island trying to find it, or are we gonna be sailing through the marsh trying to? Because if we're sailing through the marsh, you might just become under the boat and just break it, or even worse, snatch one of us off it.
That would not be ideal.
You see Liz poking his head back out around the doorway, looking at you guys, and then hides again, even though the queen's not with you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we can go try to find this crocodile. Maybe we can get Liz to come with us or something, point it out to us.
Yeah.
Well, the
Probably-
queen
That can
said
be
to take him.
useful.
Yeah, I
She
mean,
did.
and with him standing at the door, he's not really guarding much, so
Not being particularly subtle either.
I want to retcon one thing because I do think I missed while you guys were talking with the queen. I think I missed this one conversation beat I wanted to make sure to hit is the fact that the queen will say, yeah, Liz has been working very hard on his common. So I think if you all take him with you, it'd be very beneficial for him. If you guys would all, use common around him and chat with him in common and try to build up that, because we've been working on it for years now and he still only has about 30 words. So if you guys could really, if you are going to take him, if you guys could also help him, a little bit.
Oh, certainly. We could.
Yeah.
We can talk around him and let him figure it out.
yeah, let him learn through immersion. I don't even.
Exactly.
This is all I say. I can't speak lizard folk at all, so he's doing better than me.
And I just wanted to say that before we go, because it sounds like you guys were about to collect Liz, and then go to find Thousand Teeth. The Dreadful. It is the Dreadful, not the Destroyer. I'm sorry if I did call him the Destroyer. It sounds very much the same vein, but. All right, well, with that, if we're gonna head off and head to Thousand Teeth, if that's what you guys want to head out and do, we'll say that by the time that you guys get to, hey, no narcs. Remember, everybody, hey, no narcs in chat. because I did just have quite a lot of stuff showing up on the top of the overlay. So the no narcs rules in effect. Can't tell any of the players any secret shit I accidentally show.
Use those GM layers, man.
Dude, you think man, I am dude, I gotta change scenes. So when I pop down the scenes, it's gonna show all the scenes on the
That's why
overlay.
you gotta have a separate screen open for
No,
player
that's
view.
why we have the no narc rule. No one narcs, and none of you guys are watching the stream, surely. So let me
Gerundu will
just
tell
go
me
ahead.
everything.
Hey, no narcs, Jeremy. No narcs. Anyway, so because we are, it was late afternoon at the time of us getting to the Dunwater lair and chatting with the queen. I think by the time Liz is able to lead you guys all to the lair, so to speak, of Thousand Teeth, the Dreadful, it will probably start getting nighttime and dark. And that is to say, I wanted a reason to be using this nighttime map. So, you all, after, let's say, a 2 to 3 hour hike through the marshlands, you eventually come upon this, like, arc in the pathway where there's a pretty big looking, I guess you would call it a pond or a swamp, not a lake. It's a pretty small-ish area of water that you guys are traversing through this marsh in. And that's when Liz is going to kind of slow you guys all down. Actually, I need to give Liz a token also, but we'll do that in a minute. Liz will... He's been leading the way this whole time. He's going to wave you guys all down to stop, and then wave to, like, everybody crouch down.
Yeah, this is. Sorry.
He was talking in Draconic for a moment, and then he's gonna...
Crocodile!
It's
and he's
all right,
just gonna
bud.
point. He's pointing into the water.
Yeah, you can sound it out. Take your time.
Crocodile!
Good job, buddy.
He's pointing. Let me add a... I need to add a... Boop. I'm actually gonna let you guys see his health too, just so, like, I know it's showing it. Can you guys see that too, or no? It might be a
I
GM.
can't on my
Okay.
side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna let the audience see it at home. He's got 22 HP. Just so if he starts getting down there, the audience can be invested in trying to save Liz, because I feel like Liz is gonna be a fan favorite going forward. Okay.
Isn't Tinderix supposed to be small as well?
Yes. This one we have not yet shrunk.
It's a giant.
Ah, okay.
Yes, there we go. Okay. So, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time looking over into this body of water. Liz has pointed and said, like, this is the body of water that Thousand Teeth hangs out in. I will let you guys give me any kind of information, like how you guys are approaching this. What's your guys' plan? Right now we are not in initiative, but apparently the crocodile you guys are hunting is in this water right here.
All right, Liz. How big is this thing exactly? Like not in tons, not in teeth, like length. Length.
Okay, so you
Like
say
holding
all
up their
that
hands.
in common to Liz, and Liz will say,
One tree. Tree one.
Oh.
One tree. Tree one.
One tree.
All right.
Right.
One Tree Hill. Is it so it's as big as a tree?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Big tree.
Like
big
a
as a big tree.
pine?
this
Or an
way
oak
or like
tree?
this way?
Uh,
And she's gonna gesture like body width, like shoulder to shoulder, or total height. Because you say tree, and they're like, those guys can be pretty big.
Liz will point at Liz will point at Jess.
3 to 4. 3, 4. Jess.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
3,
That
4, Jess.
three or four Jess. Okay.
Okay.
Why are we talking to him in common?
Oh, we're supposed to teach him. All right. Look, Liz. I love the other two, but screw it. How big is big? 3 or 4 Jesses. Tall, long. If you laid 3 to 4 Jesses head to toe, it would be that length.
I
Okay.
mean, I didn't know how to articulate like distance and stuff, but I would say probably like if we were gonna use human metrics of feet,
He's gonna look down at his foot.
maybe 30 feet long
30 feet. Okay.
and maybe 15 feet wide.
Okay. Lovely.
His feet are
30 by
very
50.
big, by the way. Liz's feet are much bigger than like the average human foot. So that it probably doesn't scale exactly to 30 foot
Right.
by 15 foot.
Like with
Yeah.
that description, what D&D size would he be, or would he not know yet?
You would think at least large, if not huge. It would be in between that.
Okay. Okay.
Based on his very rough measurements. Safe to say, a very large crocodile, not an alligator, because alligators are little babies.
Sorry, alligators out there listening.
No, fuck you, alligators. We don't care about alligators.
Can I just say Liz's vocabulary has doubled in the last couple of
Well, no, he did. This isn't Liz talking. This is Adam talking. Liz still only knows the 30 to 40 common words.
Pretty sure you just said the word differentiate
Not
in Liz's voice.
Not in common. That's in when he's talking in lizard folk. He's got a lot of words.
Okay.
So when he's talking in common, he doesn't have a lot of words.
Or did you say delineates?
I
don't
mean,
even
I
remember what
probably
word
said
you
one of
used.
those, but it was when either I forget if it was Reggie or Kenrick was specifically talking. It was Kenrick, right? Specifically
Yes.
asking in Draconic. So broke the fourth wall a little bit. And then now Liz will say, Carmen speak. Common.
Right, yes. Do your
Common.
best to speak common.
Common speak. He's gonna try to whisper, but he's not whispering at all. It's still the same volume.
Because he has no lips.
Yeah, he does. He can't fucking whisper, dude.
Common.
Do they?
Common speak. How attack we do? How attack?
Well,
Do we?
with weapons and magic.
From afar, hopefully.
Very far.
Not me. I'm jumping on there. I'm going to stab it right in between the eyes.
God, fucking Gobos.
Yeah, I'm gonna be riding this croc.
Just
Gobbo and CC about to.
Jabba pulls out his giant fork. That thing tries to take a snap at me. I'm wedging this shit in there. Either hold
Were
it
you
all
not-
open or it's going right through the roof of its mouth.
Were you not the one who warned us about the death roll?
Well, yeah. I'm not saying I'm going to stay there. I'm just saying you got to watch out. And I was talking about alligators. I don't have no idea how to fight crocodiles. I've never even cooked a crocodile.
What?
Well,
I've cooked
I could-
alligators all the time, but crocodiles. It's a
I'd
whole
imagine
different.
it's probably similar to lizard tail, wouldn't it be?
Nah, alligators are like little guys. Crocodiles are scary and big.
Yeah, see? Liz's
like
gonna
a
look at
tree.
you like,
Yeah, I've been saying that.
Right, fine.
I mean, they're like thinner and less strong and smaller jaws and slower but they're more dangerous apparently.
so
If they're weaker, how are they more dangerous?
I don't know. I'm just trying to. That's what Liz told us. I'm just trying to. Right, Liz? They're more dangerous. You're God.
Oh, really? Wow. Oh, dangerous, real.
See, he knows that word too. He's picking up fast.
Right, yes. Danger, yes.
Because I only know common.
why
Yes,
don't
yes,
we
yes.
go ahead and so I'm trying to think how we want to approach this. So obviously, like, you guys have now, made it down past this like tangle of marsh and trees and this mist. It is now dark out, so that's why we have this very cool nighttime map. Hell yeah. And that's when you guys all arrive at this large pool of like brackish water. It is what, 60 foot or so, maybe more across. It is very shaded by vines and twisting branches. Like, even though I know there's no trees showing on the display right now, but there are a lot of there's a lot of foliage, even like in the middle of the water. Some vines and things sticking up from the top. Some branches flowing down the water, whatever. Um, at this edge of this water, you guys can see off in the other bank of the water, straight across from you guys. I think even from where you guys are, at least anybody who has any kind of like dark vision or anything, you could see like some bones scattered across that bank right there. Um, and you see like on this water some different like muddy mounds that are sticking out of the water. Like some, you don't know, you can't really tell because it's so dark out. Like, you can't tell what is a mound of, floating leaves, what's a log sticking out of the water, what's a fucking crocodile sticking out of the water. But you do see a couple things in this body of water right now. And Liz has said this is the home of Thousand Teeth. How do we want to approach this? Like, what do we want to do to get this combat ready?
Jess can't see in the dark because she has no dark vision, but she's gonna pick up a stick, a rock, a leaf, something, and cast light on it, and then like throw it away from herself so it's not immediately right next to her. Because I figure anything bright enough to give off enough light for her to see is also going to make her a target.
Yep. Okay.
Uh, I feel it'd be funny if I cast speak with animals. See if I can speak with it.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I just
So
want to hear you talking, crocodile. That's all,
okay.
really.
So the question is, can you link speak with animals real quick? I want to see what like the
I want to say cat. Uh, yeah, I'll just cast it and get rid of it in case I don't want to get rid of the slot in case. Is it put it on the roll 20? No. Uh, normal roll. There you go. And I'll just get rid of the thing. So
for the
I've not got it
duration.
on right now.
Any beast.
For the duration, you can comprehend and verbally communicate with beast, and you can use any of your influence action spells. Most beasts have little to say about topics that don't pertain to survival. Oh yeah, wait. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you cast speak with beast. You still can't see Thousand Teeth or anything. But you've cast that, so you think that if you start talking, it should be able to hear you. What is everybody else doing? You
It
will
was
see some, like, every once in a while you'll see like some bubbles in the water, or some slight movement north, and then you might see something like wiggling down to the south. So it looks like it's pretty active water.
I'm gonna switch to my meteor hammer pot or it's not a pot. The pot's the helmet. The pan, cast iron pan. All right, I'm gonna throw this thing in there like a fishing lure, and if it pops out, we need to attack that thing before it attacks us. Chances are it's gonna probably try to pull me in. So I don't know how
Hey,
that sound to all of you.
Gobbo, do you want me to do it instead? It might be better if the more strengthier person pods onto it.
Yeah, if you think that'd be better, and then that'll help because then I can just kind of be ready with my fork here. Stab him in the
Uh,
eye or something.
I will take like the fishing rod or whatever Gobbo had in his hand and get ready to throw it into the lake in case. But I won't throw it in case anyone else wants to do anything quickly beforehand.
Okay. Does anybody want to do anything?
Cece's pretty strong as well, so she'd help.
I mean, we
Cece's
pass
probably
it
the
to the
strongest one
strongest
here.
person. I've got +3, but I've got proficiency, so I've got +5 to a saving throw.
I got +6.
Ooh, yeah. Cece's probably the strongest of this entire group, honestly.
Just the least perceptive.
And also very tiny down there on that overlay. The small characters on the overlay crack me up, just how tiny they are.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you wanted to get the most distance, I think CC would be the one to chuck it.
Yeah. So I'd probably pass it to CC then.
All right, CC, you chucking this iron pan into the water?
Yeah, well, I'm going to go. Everyone ready?
Yes.
Are we ready? Cool. Well, let's do this. And she'll just swing it.
Okay, yeah, Liz will give you a thumbs up, like, yeah, I'm ready. And yeah, you chuck this pot into the middle of this kind of, main marsh or pond or lake or swamp, whatever you want to call it. And you actually do see Thousand Teeth, the crocodile, breach the water and catch the iron pan out of midair. I think now let's go ahead and just have everybody roll initiative now that this crocodile knows obviously someone's here, someone's around. It is probably going to be choking on a big cast iron pan for quite a bit. I gotta roll 2 initiatives. Oh my goodness, a nat 20 for Thousand Teeth. And then a 12 for his little buddies.
Oh.
Just his little buddies. Don't worry about his little buddies. It's fine. We don't worry about his little buddies. Okay. Let me get a notepad going with everybody's initiative. So what is so let's do, it's gonna be Thousand Teeth for 20.
I got 22.
Oh shoot. So Gabo 22.
Mine's not a nat 20.
That's fine. It's fine. It looks like Kenrick got a 14.
14.
Or 6 14 or 16?
14.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it looks like Jess got a 15, just beating Kenrick. What did you get, CC and Reggie?
I got 6.
Ooh, that's
I got
not...
a 13.
Ooh, okay. So we're gonna go. So it's gonna be Gabo, Thousand Teeth, Jess, Kenrick, Reggie, and then CC with the little 6. Oh wait, hold on. I got one more initiative roll. Actually no, I didn't. I got a 12 on that originally. Okay. Okay. So Gabo, you were up first. You see in this water, after your buddy Cece threw this cast iron pan into this little pond, you saw Thousand Teeth breach up and catch it midair and then dip back into the water. So I think from Thousand Teeth's perspective, he probably has at least half cover, I would think, just because he's mostly submerged in the water. And I think now, after combat kicks off, you would also notice 2 different snakes. Even though they're pretty small, you would notice that their bodies are kind of wriggling in the water, one to the north and one to the south. So what would you like to do, Gabo?
All right, so this giant crocodile is about 60 feet away from me, it looks like. And then the snake, one of them's 50 feet, and they're both 50 feet away from me. Are we able, like, how far does the shore extend before it starts to get too deep
I
for
think
a
you guys
goblin?
could get. I think you guys could get all the way to like, about so from where you are right now, Gabo. Um,
Okay.
yeah, I think you could get a couple feet into where it looks like water, like the 5-foot squares that look like they're fully in the water. I think that would still be a shoreline. Like you'd be knee high on that.
All right, so I'm gonna run up next to Cece, and I'm gonna grab the rope that she's holding. Does it look like that? It's like
Oh
is it
my
like
god.
the rope like taut, like between where she's holding and then the
Yeah, probably
crocodile's
because
mouth?
it breached the water and snagged it and kind of went down a little bit. So yeah, I think it's probably
So it
pretty
looks like
taut.
it's in its mouth or something right now, or it's
Yeah,
tangled
it's
up with it.
still in its
I'm
mouth.
assuming it's in its mouth, so I'm gonna yank the rope as hard as I can to try to pull a cast iron pan to hit the inside of its teeth from the inside of its mouth.
Okay. Are you trying
Which
to
I'd
pull
imagine.
him or
Well, I'm
just
trying to bust his teeth from
Okay.
the inside, like yank it so hard that the rope jams the cast iron against his teeth from the inside.
You poor pan.
I know, poor Pan. You can't treat your cast iron pans like this, Gabo. Come on now. Yeah,
This is
why
the
don't you
good
roll me a
one.
strength check, Jeremy?
Just a strength, okay? Or should I do an attack with the thing? Or it's too far. It's technically further than the reach is supposed to be.
I mean, I think that also makes sense, just doing a straight up attack, and honestly, then I would have to do less finagling on damage and
Or
stuff.
do you want me to do strength?
No,
just because
do
it's
an
not the
attack. Do
normal-
an attack. That makes more sense. Because this is your meteor hammer, right?
Yeah.
But
it's
with
just
some
not
more
supposed to work
range.
this long.
Yeah.
but yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. Should I like not add proficiency?
No,
or
just do
something?
your full ass
Okay.
meteor mace thingy.
24 to hit.
Okay, well yeah, that hits. It would be very bad news if that did not hit you guys.
That would be pretty bad. All right, so I'm gonna just yank this thing as hard as I can. Normally I swing it and it was, we'll see what happens. So 5 damage.
Okay.
So I just yank this thing. Does it feel like it comes out? Like it's like I pulled
think
it out
it
of its
does
mouth?
come out. I think it comes out and knocks out like 2 to 3 of his teeth. He's
Wow.
got 1,000 of them, so
All right,
take-
997 more to
yeah,
go, and we got this guy.
take
Yeah.
that as you will.
So I'm gonna start reeling it in. I'm gonna start pulling it in, like to get the pulling this rope to get my cast iron back on the shore.
Okay.
And I guess that'd be my whole turn.
Okay.
All right. Well, at least we know where he's at. He's in there somewhere. I'm like pointing in the area where I just literally fished this pan out of.
Well, he is going to I guess. God damn. I was hoping somebody would be in the water by now, but
We're not dumb.
I know. I know. It definitely makes sense. He is going to use his action and he's going to be dashing towards you all. Unfortunately, that is going to be his action to get as close to you all, but he does want to get right up on you. And he does make it to Cece and Gabo. So if you want to try to back away from him now, you would get that opportunity to attack. But that is going to be his whole turn, just getting to you guys. And next up is going to be Jess. So Jess, you see this 1,000 teeth crocodile swarm onto your 2 goblin friends. You're a little bit further behind, and you got a clear shot on them.
Okay. I'm between 2 spells, and I think I'm no this one. All right. Jess is going to cast Toll the Dead on the crocodile. And because Gabo ripped some of the took out a tooth, I get to roll a d12 instead of the normal d8. Assuming
Is that an
is it a
attack
wisdom
roll
save?
from you, or do I
I
make
think
a
it's a wisdom
save?
save.
I just rolled a
Just
flat d20, and I rolled a 19.
Oh,
Do I take half?
I don't think so because it's a cantrip.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't like negating players' turn. You know what I mean? Like, I hate when like a player tries to do something and they like miss or fail save, and then. But he
I
rolled a
mean,
19.
yeah,
I mean, she
for a
rolled a
cantrip, it
19.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I think she'll just have her quarterstaff ready in hand in case it gets too close. But other than that, she's gonna pass turn.
Okay, so everybody hears this loud dong noise, but the alligator. I'm sorry. We have made it very fucking clear this is not an alligator. This is a crocodile. The crocodile does not seem to be perturbed by this loud noise whatsoever. Jess, if that's all you've got, we're gonna go to Kenrick next. Reggie, you are on deck.
Well, I don't like getting close to dangerous things, but sometimes you have to. So she will come over here, move on up, and a little bit to the side, so that she is going to have advantage. Will she have advantage over there?
Yeah, we'll do that. I like flanking rules and shit like that. Yeah.
All right, then yes, we're going to just do a little stabbity stab, and just hit it with a dagger. Let me just double check. Yes, that will be 13 to hit.
13 to hit. I should really have 13 to hit, of course, is I don't know why I didn't have this pulled up as its own sheet yet. 13 to hit. Where's this fucker's armor class at? Give me 1 sec. It says armor class natural. What? It doesn't have a number. 1 sec. 13. Okay, so it's armor class is 13. I only know that because I clicked a button next to its. We're gonna go with 13.
Then I hit.
Yes.
And so that will be some damage. Did you roll? There we go.
Why I can't see this thing's health or armor class.
So 6 damage, and then some sneak attack damage. Another 7, so 13 damage.
13 points of damage as you hit this thing. I will say it starts to kind of wriggle and writhe after being hit by so much damage, and it's actually going to take a legendary action and just bite at one of those 2 gobos. We're going to go ahead and roll a d2. We'll say that 1 is CC, 2 is gobbo. Roll 1d2. Gobbo, buddy. I'm so sorry. You are going to get bid at for. Does a 25 hit you?
That hits, yes.
17 piercing damage, which seems like a very large amount for a level 3.
All right, so I'm going to use my pitchfork or not my pitchfork, my trident, not poke. I'm going to use my trident to parry this attack, spend 1 superiority die, and it's going to reduce it by 1d8 plus 3.
Okay, that's good. Because that was a big bite.
That's going to be 5.
Okay. So instead of a 17, it's going to be 12. Is that correct?
Damage. Yeah, it's still a lot. I'm going to go, oh, God, he's got me. Oh, this is what it feels like to be eaten. Oh, my God, my whole life's a lie. And then, yeah, I'll take the 12.
All right. And then we're going to go to. So that was Jet. So Kenrick, did you go yet, Kenrick?
Yes.
Okay, so that's Reggie now. Reggie, you were up on bat. And then after Reggie, it's going to go the little snakes that maybe not everybody has, seen yet. But they're out there in the water. And then after the snakes will be CC, just so that everybody's on board. Okay. What's up, Reggie?
So first of all, I use a bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark. If I can click it. Oh, yeah, I just need to mark it, don't I?
Yeah. I think it's just instant.
Okay.
Like, I don't think you have to. Yeah.
And then I use my longbow to just shoot at the big croc.
Okay.
Just a normal roll. Ooh. It's 10.
Ignore that.
A 10 will miss. Does your hunter's mark give you anything?
You always have the Hunter's Mark prepared. You can cast it twice without spending a spell slot. Number of times you cast this spell without. It just is 1 plus d6 of damage.
Damn it. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it just made you more
Mm.
have more. Do you not? And I guess at level 3, do you not have a second shot yet?
Yeah, it says attacks per action 1.
Okay, so I think you got a big glowing arrow above Thousand Teeth's head now, for your hunter's mark. But even so, I think you pull back your bow and arrow and let loose that arrow, and I think it just goes off into the
Yeah.
water, just barely missing him.
After that, wait, how much movement do I have? I think it's 30 feet. I have to go to. Where does it? Where should it say? Wait, I'm trying to find it. Oh God. Oh yeah, walking 30 feet. Or is that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'll
speed
work.
30 feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will just position myself as far away as possible on the very. And then I'd probably just with my speaking of animals active, I just shout at it. Hey, why are you attacking my friends? What's wrong? We're just here to have a talk.
I forgot you had speak with animals, which is hilarious because it's gonna go to the snakes next. And the snakes, of course, are going to just get as close to everybody else that they can.
What do their voices sound like, Adam?
Well, we don't know yet. Because as Reggie yells that, you just hear Thousand Tooth. Hungry! And we're gonna go to Snake's turn. So the snakes did just advanced. They couldn't quite make it to anybody at the moment. But they did start slithering through the water and getting a little bit closer to everybody. After the snakes, we're gonna go to Cece. So Cece, you can now see Thousand Teeth, the Dreadful, upon you and Gabo. And then you see some snakes that are also, one is by you and Gabo, and one seems to be in the bushes near Kenrick. So, however you want to react.
So I am going to bonus action rage. So I'm gonna have Doris at the hand and be like, Doris! And then I am going to swing at this crocodile. I want to like literally swing downwards. Because if I am successful, there's something I kind of want to do.
Okay.
So, where are we? That one.
Oh yeah, you also have an
my God.
advantage. You've got advantage on this because
Have I? Oh my gosh.
Gerundu used channel points to grant you advantage, CC. So you get to roll that twice. That which
Oh,
I
good.
love it when community members, impact actually has the success on it, which is 100% right here. Yes, you're gonna hit that with that 17.
Amazing. I'm gonna do. Oh!
The gods shine upon you tonight. Is that the what the fuck? That's the
Nice.
damage?
Max
18?
damage!
At level
Hell
3,
yeah.
that doesn't seem right. Well, that's okay. So that's a cleave?
Yeah.
So that hits that snake?
It will hit the snake as well.
Okay, well, the
I've got to
fucking snake
roll.
had 11 health, so fuck him. He's fine.
Well, I've got to
Um,
roll an attack on the snake anyway. So
no, I was
miss.
assuming the 17 was for both, I think, right? Isn't that how we'll say that that's how it works, right? You rolled the 117, you did a cleave attack. So it was the 17 to hit for all of them. So that is going to hit the snake. That snake is dead as hell because you did 18 damage. Thousand Teeth. 17 does hit Thousand Teeth as well. So I think you take a pretty big fucking chunk out of Thousand Teeth. He's still standing and is still now very angrily looking at you and Gabo. Do you have anything else, CC? Not to say that you didn't just do a hell of a ton.
So when she sliced down, I wanted to sort of do a kind of like a backflip onto the back of the crocodile. So using my axe as my leverage to flip me over.
Okay, let's I gotta how do I make I gotta make I gotta make it so that the okay, there we go. I had to make it so that you were on top of the crocodile. I got it. Yeah, you are fully. You just did this big swipe. You took out a snake. You just lobbed off the top half of that big snake. These snakes are not as large as the massive anaconda constrictor snake you guys fought in the last session. These are much smaller, but their markings would make you think that they are more poisonous than that one. So it's a good give or take. Cece, you got, I don't want to say you got anything else in like a derogatory term, but because you've done a fuck
One
ton.
more thing.
Okay.
I'm going to look at the remaining snake and just be like, next.
Okay. It looks pretty intimidated. Gaba, you are up next. One of the snakes has been decapitated. Thousand Teeth has quite a lot of blood pouring from him from a couple different wounds. But there is still that other snake in the bushes to the north, and Thousand Teeth is still standing.
Okay, and where's Cece on the crocodile?
Cece is on Thousand Teeth, yes.
All right. What I'd like to do is hopefully going to be a good idea and hopefully help everyone else out. I'm going to stab my giant fork into the ground, into this marshy, mucky ground, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to just jump. I mean, this is just the flavor of it. I'm going to like jump off of it so that like springs me forward. You know, if it's like stuck in the ground, it's like, I like launch off this fork up onto the alligator or the crocodile.
God damn it, Jeremy.
So,
do not call Thousand Teeth an alligator.
I want to land on this crocodile, but I want to use my whole action for my whole turn to take one of my little vials I have with like my seasonings and stuff, and I'm going to just pour like a liberal dose of chili oil in its eyes. And my goal here is to blind it for a couple turns and hopefully allow that to give a disadvantage for the next couple turns and help out our whole party. So I don't expect to do a lot of damage, but my goal is to blind it. Okay. So how would you like me to do that?
I was thinking I'm going to roll Constitution saving throw. Okay?
Okay.
And
so jump
we'll
up there,
that
land
it's
on
like,
its back.
Yeah, I'm looking at like a 13-ish, right, to save. That's like level 3, you know, spell saving modifier, right?
So yeah, I'm just pouring chili oil in its eyes.
All right,
I just want to blind it and help us all out for the next.
I'm about to roll it, and I'm just rolling a flat d20, and if it's under 13, we'll say it's blinded. If it's over a 13, we'll say it was able to shake it off. Okay.
Okay.
Here it goes. 2. It can't see shit. It is CC. You are on a ride at the moment. This thing is bucking and bronking. But going forward, this thing will have advantage on anything pretty much because it cannot see.
All right, I hit it with the sauce. Everyone, go ahead and hit this thing before it rolls in the water or something and cleans this stuff out.
we're gonna
that's
go up
I'm on its back.
to
Yeah.
Thousand Teeth now. So Thousand Teeth has a tail attack and a bite attack, both of which are going to be disadvantaged. I think the tail attack is going to go for Kenrick because Kenrick is like right up there, you know, right on the butt end. I think it's bite attack. I think it's going to try to bite Cece off its back with his like long snoot, you know. They're both going to be at disadvantage. So let me try to find. Okay. So bite attack. Rolled a 16 and a 19. Who was it biting at? It was biting at Cece, right?
Kenrick.
I thought it was
Cece.
Tail
Oh,
was
no,
gonna
sorry.
be
Tail's
Tail's going for
Sorry.
Kenrick. Okay, so bite was trying to get Cece off its neck. Cece, does a 16 hit you?
It does.
Oh my god, somehow this thing is able to
Yeah.
you know, reel its big snoot back and hit for let's go. Oh,
That's with the
we'll
disadvantage.
take yeah, it rolled a 16 and a 19. Holy shit. So the 16 was lesser. So somehow, against all odds, it bites you, CC, for 13 points of damage. You did mention you were raging though, right?
I am. Yeah.
So that would be half rounded down, I believe. So 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
The tail will also be at disadvantage. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on. Oh, so it rolled a 12 and a 13. So a 12, Kenrick. Does a 12 hit you?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
No, I'm more armored than I usually am. No, it does not hit me.
Okay, cool. It so also try as it's like biting at CC on its back. It's trying to tail whip at Kenrick, but Kenrick's able to just. I'm picturing you like just hopping over it like hopscotch. You jump right over its tail swipe, and after that, of course, we're gonna be going down to Jess. Jess, how we gonna finish this big old crocodile, not alligator, off?
All the spells I keep looking at, thinking like, "Oh, this would be a good idea." None of them have the half damage thing that I was hoping for. But you know, I built a healer, not a fighter. So we're gonna do our best. This time I'm gonna go with something a little more amped up, and she's gonna cast Guiding Bolt at the crocodile. So I'll make a ranged still attack. But it's like, okay, I can just do it through here. It's like, oh.
Yeah, that will hit.
Okay.
That will hit. 24 will get do it. Oh, that was the damage. I actually don't know. Is that damage or the hit? I can't even
Extra
tell.
advantage, I guess.
Oh, it's
Fuck. I mean,
I clicked that. Oh, I clicked damage, and it just rolled me as if Jess did damage.
oh,
Oh,
So I think she might have to click
Oh.
damage.
Yeah. Also, I think my internet spiked for a second. That was weird. Damage.
Yeah, I was clicking damage to see what it would do for damage, and it's just made me roll for it.
Yeah. I don't know if it.
well,
Okay, I'm not sure if it's gonna cooperate with there, but I do actually have 46. So if you're cool with that, I'll just roll those instead.
okay, yeah, I see. It looks like it. I mean, it looks like that did hit. It just it was
Yeah.
weird.
Oh,
But we could take
now
that 24 damage.
Is it 24 damage? What is it? I can't tell if 24 was the attack or the damage.
I know it's really
And-
weird, but it says I don't know. Maybe you do have to click the damage. Maybe it was a 24 to hit.
I did try to click it, and on my end, it just showed up.
Oh,
I
there
see
you go.
11.
And
I
now
see
I'm
11.
now I'm seeing Reggie's as well.
I like to mention I have rolled 2 near perfect rolls back to back for the damage there.
Yeah, I know. 20, 23, and then just rolled the
Yeah.
11.
So yeah, I can still go with 11 damage then against the crocodile, and then whoever goes against it next gets advantage. You know, not that we didn't already
Okay.
have some nice setup. We'll just...
Yeah, this thing is now after Jess hits us with this massive beam of white light, the entire crocodile now is glowing bright white. So the next person who tries to attack this thing will have advantage against it because it's such a bright target. Jess, do you have anything else you would like to do?
She's gonna back up a little bit because
Okay.
these two are keeping it occupied, but she saw that tail go and did not want to get in the way.
Okay. Well,
So I'm gonna move
Liz
back this way.
Liz is up next. Liz cannot hit Thousand Teeth. So Liz is gonna run up and try to hit the snake, the last snake that's still remaining. Rolling that one, so Liz is just like out there just poking bushes. You think he's trying to help, but not very well. Anyway, we'll skip that. Kenrick, you're up next.
Well, how's Thousand Teeth looking? Is he looking unwell?
He's definitely bleeding a little bit from a couple different parts on his body, but like he looks pretty sturdy still. It looks
How many
like he's
teeth are
still.
left? We had some inquiries from chat.
Yeah. Okay. How many teeth are there now? I mean, still probably still 1,000. According to.
You said I knocked out 3.
Yeah, a couple of teeth. I mean, yeah, we'll say I guess 900. Whatever, 900
Oh
teeth
shit!
left.
We knocked out 100 teeth.
A lot of teeth. But it is still at least, it's still pretty robust looking. We'll say that.
Well, hopefully the snake will try to eat Liz instead of me. And she will attack 1,000 Teeth with her dagger. Oh. And I guess I did have advantage. Let's see if I can roll a 20. No. So we'll take the is it 19 plus 5, 24.
24.
And let's roll some damage. And my sneak attack because we're flanking. So 15 and 17, 22 damage.
20 to.
Oh, no, sorry, 15. It already included the sneak attack there.
Oh, are you sure? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So 15 to
15 to 1,000 Teeth.
Ooh, okay. Well, I said he was looking pretty good and sturdy and all that. Maybe talked it up a little bit too much. He's definitely looking pretty bloodied and whatever the opposite of nonplussed is, whatever that word means. You know what I mean?
He's
Plussed, I guess. Yeah. Not looking super happy at the moment. Okay. Is that Karen, you got anything else?
I am going to use my bonus action to do steady aim, and that's going to give me advantage on my next attack roll. Wait,
Okay.
Nope, that's on the current turn. Nope, we'll just hang out and hopefully.
God damn it.
You know what? No, I'm going to disengage and I'm going to move because I'm a friggin' rogue.
Yeah, do your rogue shit. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's
disengage
funny.
and move. So.
You know what's funny?
Hmm.
This snake was trying to attack your boy, Liz. And you rolled a 5. So this little snake kind of sucks. Okay, we'll gloss
The
past
snake
the
and
next
Liz are
turn.
going at each other.
I know. The snake and Liz are both just like stabbing at each other, biting at each other, just both keep missing, and it's so embarrassing. But I'm glad that they're in like a bush and no one can really see this going on. So like, you guys, you know what? It's fine. You guys don't know how bad of a warrior Liz is. Next up is going to be Liz, Kenrick. Oh, yeah, Kenrick went. Kenrick, you went, right? Liz?
Yes, yeah, just
Kenrick.
went. And then
So
Liz.
it was okay. So it was
And then
supposed to be
snakes.
snakes. It was supposed to be snakes, and they missed.
And the snake.
They missed with the 5.
Liz.
Yeah, they rolled a 5 to hit Liz. Okay, CC, fuck him up, get him.
Yeah. So
Wait,
yeah,
did
I
do
was
the same.
before CC.
Oh,
Did I miss you?
it could be actually. Yeah,
Actually, I don't
Reggie?
have. You know, it's funny. You know, it's really funny. I don't have Reggie anywhere on this initiative order. And Reggie, what was your initiative? I don't have
Uh,
you.
Scroll up. I think it was a
I'm
13, but I want to make sure.
13. I think you were
Yeah,
supposed to
I
go
It
was
was
before the
definitely more than
snake.
me.
Okay,
Yeah,
you were supposed to go before the snake, but the snake did already miss, so we will keep that. But yes, sorry, Reggie. Yeah, you
It's
are
fine.
13. Yeah, it's your turn, and then we'll go to CC after you.
okay. I will just try do the same thing and hit it. Try hit the big croc with a longbow attack.
Okay.
That's
It's
much
definitely
better.
pretty bloodied and yeah, not looking super great. 24
So
will
it'd
hit
be
it.
it would be a 26. I don't think it's added the +2 to what
Okay,
it
well
should be.
the 24 would have missed it then, I guess,
Okay.
but the 26 for sure hits. Yeah.
I just have to click it, don't I? So it's 9 piercing damage, and then if I go swear, I had something else with a longbow because every time I hit something with a weapon, yeah, dreadful strikes. You can wait when you hit a creature with a weapon, you can deal an extra 1d4 psychic damage. Would that count for the bow as well?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
Add another D4 on it. Really get into the
and
mind
then
of Thousand
and
Teeth.
I
Be
also
like,
have the hunter's mark on it,
yeah, I don't
so
actually
I
remember
just
what that does, but
it's just another 1d6. I'll roll.
oh my god. So yeah, you're talking shit to the thing. You'd be like, fucking 1,000 teeth. You only got like 500 teeth in that mouth of yours. Fuck you. And it's
Oh.
really
So
gonna fuck with
that's the
its mental
that's the
state.
d6 damage.
Okay.
And then
Dude,
that should be the d4 damage. Yeah. So 8 more damage on top of that.
okay. I'm keeping track of every damage point against 1,000 teeth, the dreadful. And let's just say that he is looking like he is starting to panic. He's starting to kind of flail around a little bit. You guys can all tell that like he is eyeing this swamp, marsh, whatever you want to call it. It definitely looks like the next time he gets to go, he's gonna be fucking dipping. However, before that,
Is Hails of Thorns a bonus action as well? So I already did Hunter's Mark last go. So can I also do Hails of Thorns?
Hail of Thorns is also a bonus action. I think that's an AoE thing, right?
Yeah.
Like you
As
do
you
a
hit this
bonus
creature,
action.
the spell creates a rain of thorns that sprout from your ranged weapon or ammunition. The target of the attack and each creature within 5 feet. So I think it might also hit. Actually, I could hit it. Say if I hit it at the face, I could try avoid the Gobbo and CC on it.
I don't know. Can you avoid them, or I think you might
Because
have.
it's only 5 feet. So if it's since it's like, so I not hit it on the left hand side of where the
I see what you're saying. So they're kind of on his back half. So you're saying like, can I cast it on his head and just
yeah.
not hit them? Okay.
Yeah.
I think if they were normal sized humanoids, you could not do this. I think strictly due to the fact that they're goblinoids and they're small, D&D 5e small. I think that's the only reason you could get away with this. So you could hit him in the head with the thorn. So you're pretty much trying to get an extra d6 of damage, right?
It's D10, but yeah.
Or d10, yeah, an extra d10 of damage without hitting
So
your
it's
buddies.
just 5
Okay.
damage. Yeah.
Okay. So 5 damage. So do I have to make a? So he has to try. He's supposed to try to dodge it. Is that right?
If I go to it quickly, if I okay, you could a failed save as half as much. Yeah, so it's a dexterity DC 11 saving throw.
Somehow it just rolled a flat 1d20, got a 17. But it takes half of that. So you said
Takes half. Yeah.
So you said 10 points of damage? Or
It did 5 total.
five total. Okay, sorry. So we'll do 3.
Wait, is it
Well,
rounded
I'll
up or rounded down?
I'll pop 3 more damage on this thing, which out of its total accumulative HP left standing is actually quite a lot. So it does like I think it's already getting springy, right? Like it's getting ready to bail. So I think when you shoot out this rain of arrows, it's already starting to dip into that water, and I think that's why it's able to avoid most of the damage. But it still will take that a little bit. And after that, we went to the snakes, but the snakes already tried to bite Liz and failed. So now we'll go to Cece. Cece, this crocodile looks like it is about to bail out into the water with you and Gabo on tow. How would you like to try to stop that?
I'm going to try and swing down and chop its head off.
Fucking chop its head off, Cece.
Ooh.
Please. 14 is gonna hit it. Hell yeah.
Right.
I don't want to say. Okay, you know what? Should I say? Listen. Look, I'm not. Look. I'm not looking at. I can't see any damage you rolled or anything. Should I just say out loud how much HP this fucker has left?
Yes.
All right. I blocked my eyes. This thing has 7 HP left. Please, CC, chop its head off.
I fully
13! Hell yeah! I love Dungeons and Dragons, everybody. Fuck yeah. CC, you're on this thing's back, right? You raise your axe up. It's bucking. It's trying to avoid, like, Reggie's swarm of arrows and all this shit. And so it's bucking and bronking quite a bit. And you just, on its back, raise your great axe up. It's got multiple arrows sticking out its hide. It's got cuts and gashes from different party members. You fucking raise your great axe up in the air, your little small statue of your goblin, and you lob Thousand Teeth's head off. And that is a feat. This thing has claimed over 24 lizard folk lives, and you just dispatched it in one blow. There is one giant. It's not a giant snake, because what you guys fought originally was a giant constrictor snake. This is much smaller that is currently biting at Liz. So there's only one snake left, but it is going to, after seeing Thousand Teeth get its head lopped off, this snake is going to try to slither back into the water and disappear. We'll give Liz one quick attack of opportunity. And let's see what Liz does.
Oh.
All right, Liz. All right, Liz is able to, as a small snake starts to try to run away from Liz, he raises up his axe and cuts it in half as it's leaving. Leaving a pretty nice and peaceful swamp after you guys have now cleared out Thousand Teeth and his 2 snake buddies. So I guess you guys could probably just, I think Cece actually decapitated this thing. So in theory,
you're taking the head, right? We're bringing it back with us.
I want as much of this thing as possible. I think we need to go get our boat that we left back there and load all this meat up. I'm serious. I could sell this shit for like 2 months.
Oh, gator jerky?
Literally
I know
thousands
it's a crocodile,
of pounds
but
of it.
It's a crocodile, but we call it gator jerky. 'Cause
Oh yeah,
that
they
just
won't know
sounds
the
better.
difference. It probably tastes
Once
better.
we jerkify it, it's no one will know.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we'll let's go get the boat. Well, yes, someone should stay. Yeah, some of us will go get the boat. The rest of you stay here and haul it out of the water. Get ready.
I'll stay here. I think I need to wash. I am
I think you
covered in
do.
crocodile. Ew. But that's so cool.
It was very cool.
Yeah, how far are we from that boat? I'd imagine this is downstream, right? Like if we were to get the boat, it would lead. We could take the river straight to here.
Yeah,
no?
you guys, like you guys are close enough that so this specific portion of the river that you guys are on, I mentioned earlier on that like the river that you guys were currently on at the very beginning of the adventure, it kind of went up north past the lizard folk hideout, and then it snaked off to the right and then down south again. So you guys are a little bit past the lizard folk hideout, but if you wanted to try to like go back and retrace your steps and get that rowboat back, I mean, we're talking like a half an hour of walking and like dragging it back or rowing it back down the river to this port.
Oh, that's absolutely worth it
Yeah.
to save all this meat. Yes.
Yeah.
I think I was all about that.
And really, we want to show them the head. They can put it on display. They can worship it on display.
No, I'm taking it. I'm building that place. I told you, the teeth and tail.
Oh, right.
After
Yes.
I burn that fucking restaurant to the ground, I'm gonna go in
Okay.
there, get a job, and burn it to the ground.
All
That
right.
might be excessive, but I'm gonna make a better restaurant than they are because that place sucked.
It really did.
If you make enough money selling the jerky, depending on how much you make, you might just buy the restaurant. I don't know what the current owners would sell it for, but it's worth a consideration. They don't have to do the work of.
Oh no.
That's probably a good point. I could probably get it for a cheaper price. Probably also better to just not burn it to the ground, I guess. But
Then you don't have to spend the time building it again.
Well, that was what I was thinking. You had to build it again.
It's a little faster turnover.
Yeah.
Less waste, better for the environment.
and then you can all work there. It'll be great.
You think I would really want to work there?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be stomping through a swamp to go kill crocodiles, right?
That is true, but I would not want to participate in the cooking side at all.
Oh, then you can be a server or something. It'll be okay.
Okay,
I could be the maitre d'.
that's fine then.
Yeah, why are we even doing this? Let's just go open a restaurant.
Well, I think
Well,
with that,
We've got loads more traveling to do.
If we finish the job, we get the money, and then you have more money to buy the restaurant.
Right. We need the job for the money for the restaurant. That's the
Exactly,
sequence.
yes.
But once we're done the job, then we'll have the money and we'll do the restaurant.
and I think with that point of argument, which makes a lot of sense, we will go ahead and that is where we will end tonight's episode of Quest Q with you all. Having one more quest to go on for Queen Snapdraw, which is the getting her crown back from the Bullywugs, aka King Guppy. But we don't need to worry about that tonight. We'll worry about that 1 week from tonight. But for tonight, Jeremy, where could people like? This is the point where we want to plug all the stuff. Where us in person can plug some shit. So, Jeremy, what do you want to talk about?
Hey, I'm Jeremy. I've been playing Gabo tonight. First thing we're gonna plug is Eclipse, a Dungeons and Dragons podcast. That you have to type that all in, or you won't find it. We all are wearing our Eclipse shirt because Adam planned this and it
No,
was on our
fuck
calendar.
you, Jeremy. You copied me, and then it became a meme, and then Danny had to go and change 30 seconds before we went live. Fuck you, Jeremy.
Anyways,
So what
you
I'm
should
doing is
go.
order a shirt.
Order a
All
shirt.
buy the shirt.
Yes.
Everyone
Everybody
should
order a
order
shirt. It's like
Yeah.
like $11, and literally it will be the best shirt you own. Seriously,
It's pretty nice, and Adam
good
like
shirts.
loses money or something when you buy the shirt.
I
so
do.
go
I
buy the
lose like
shirts.
$1 every time somebody buys these shirts. We don't have
But
to talk about
anyways,
that.
I DM Eclipse, which is it is a sci-fi D&D podcast, but it's a lot of time it just functions like regular D&D. But we're just not limited to one single planet. But it's a good time. We are at, oh my gosh, what did we record the other day?
75 or
episode
76.
76, and we still have more to come. So we're kind of towards the wrapping it up part of the series, but I mean, we still got, I would imagine, at least another dozen or episodes, probably more. We got plenty of time, so don't worry. But you should go in there, listen to Eclipse. It's really cool. We've been making sure to release that a lot more consistently lately, and we're going to do that all the way until the finale. And then we're going to actually have a season 2 coming out, be completely different or well, maybe same cast, but completely different characters, a whole different thing. So you should tune in. Eclipse is awesome. It's a good podcast. You should also go listen to all the other podcasts on the Majestic Goose Network. Like Roll for Weird is one of the most popular ones in the whole podcast. And if you haven't heard of that or you haven't listened to it, go listen to Roll for Weird.
I promise.
It's amazing. We have all sorts of stuff. Go listen to One Shot Onslaught. Go listen to Halfway to Heroes. Listen to all of the things. You can also, I guess, go find me on Threads, which is where I've been spending all my time lately. Threads and Instagram. That's at Tabletop Jeremy. Go on there. But other than that, I guess my final plug is go join our Discord. Get in the Discord. Join the Patreon. You can literally play in one of these Quest Queue adventures in the future. We're going to keep this going for probably years because we're only on adventure 2 and it's been 9 weeks or whatever. This is going to keep on going. So
Yes.
join the Discord, come talk with us, hang out with us. Even if you don't get on one of these adventures, you can just like play regular D&D with us. We do that too, so it's not always a production. But yeah, that is my plugs this time.
Cool. Danny, what do you want to talk about?
Well, I think Jeremy took care of Eclipse, but I'm on that too, and on Roll for Weird. So check those both out. You can also catch me here every other Tuesday, hanging out with DB doing That's Pretty Crafty. We are wrapping up our run. It's been 3 years, and that's a long time to talk about stuff we like. We actually started running out of things that we like. We're cranky old ladies now, and so but that's fine. We're gonna be talking. What are we talking about next? I'm sure something interesting. Um, Gosh, I feel like I should know. Oh, our next one is gonna be June 9th, and we're having the cast of Chromatic Academy come and talk about that show. That one just wrapped as well after 3 years of actual play. We used the Kids on Broom system, and that was a great time. You can also find me on Crits and Knits. We have just recently moved to our own Twitch channel, but that is Crits and Knits, and we are a bunch of elderly adventurers. Well, not so elderly this time around, not all of us. And we talk about our knitting and play D&D.
Awesome. Megan, you got anything you want to talk about or shout out before we wrap up?
Not particularly, but I mean, I'm hanging out in Discord sometimes, watching Twitch, watching Crits and Knits as well, so I might just be around, That's all I got.
Yeah, that does real quick before we go to Lucas. That does remind me if you're watching currently on Twitch or if you're listening on the podcast feed, go follow twitch.tv/critsandknits also on Twitch. They've made their own separate Twitch channel to grow, to be fully dedicated to Crits and Knits. So make sure to follow them because we've got a lot of listeners on the network who are Crits and Knits fans, and they found us through Crits and Knits. So we want to make sure that as they branch out to their own Twitch network, that people are following them over there. So go check that out.
It's not that we don't like the goose anymore. It's just that we're putting a little bit more focus on the knitting, and so the followers diverge a little.
Yeah,
not a lot though. There's a lot of overlap.
Yeah, there's the fucking comedy is going to be the same. It is. It's still got Danny and Ernest and DB and knitting Nat. It's got E. It's all the same Majestic Goose humor. It's just on its own Twitch network now. Lucas, I know you got to talk about something, Lucas. I know you stream Formula One racing.
Yeah. So last time I didn't want to talk about it because I couldn't speak on it. I couldn't do anything because the capture card hadn't arrived on or anything. This time I've got the capture card. I can set up OBS and everything. I can actually talk to people when they come in chat now, which is good. It's just I don't know what the first bit of the Twitch is, but if you search up Solar Cindy on Twitch or TikTok, it should come up for me. But apart from that, again, I'm just a Discord and Patreon person like that just runs like talks to Discord sometimes, and like it's just great to actually have the chance to be able to do this.
Yeah, thank you so much, Lucas, for joining us and for hanging out so much in Discord and stuff like that. Last but not least, Charlie CC. You got something you want to talk about? Plug? It could be anything. It could be what's your favorite charity, Charlie?
Oh, uh,
Put you on the
um,
spot. Sorry,
yeah.
I'm
Oh
sorry.
God.
I didn't
Oh
mean to do
Jesus.
So much pressure.
now you got now you got to prove you're an altruistic person and shout out to charity. I'm sorry.
So, well, if you go with charities, a local charity to me that's done quite a lot of work for people on end of life care, basically. It's the Mountbatten Hospice, and they just help people that are terminal with cancer and whatnot. And they do a thing called Walk the Wight, because I live on a little island called Isle of Wight at the bottom of England. And people walk from one end to the other. It's 26 miles. That's how big our little island is. So yeah, that's a cool charity to sort of go thing. But as for me, I like to dabble in a bit of photography here and there. You'll find me at Cdell Photo on Instagram and Facebook. I haven't tried TikTok yet. I'm not the best at socials. I forget to post things all the time. So yeah, that's where I'll be.
I mean, that sounds exactly like us. We are very much a post, 10 to 12 podcasts monthly, but have no social media presence whatsoever. Mostly because all the social media sites are all ran by fucking ghouls and like they're just, I don't know. They're old turds. Anyway, thank you all so much for hanging out and playing with us. Obviously, Jeremy and Danny being part of the network, but Megan and Lucas and Charlie, you three literally, you guys are patrons or Discord members or whatever. We really do this show and all the shows on the Majestic Goose Network specifically just for making people's lives at least a little bit better, having fun and entertaining content to listen to for free. That's kind of our whole jazz here on the Majestic Goose Network. So thank you all so much for joining us. We are going to raid out. I hope this person is still alive because this was about 30 minutes ago that I found this person. Let's see. I guess it looks like it's gonna work. It looks like it's gonna work. So we're gonna be rating another D&D streamer. They're currently in the middle of a Dungeons and Dragons stream. I don't know. I've never watched these people before, so apologies. But I'm sure they're cool. I'm sure they're chill people. And other than that, we will be back with Quest Q next week. It will probably be the finale for this adventure arc. So probably be a 3-part adventure. And other than that, I think that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and kick off this raid. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. If you're listening on podcast, if you're listening on Twitch Live or watching the VOD, thank you so much. Check out all the other shows on the Majestic Goose Network, like people mentioned. Lauren Poor, Halfway to Heroes, Roll for Weird. Check out Crits and Knits. Check out Storytime with Silas, horror anthology podcast with a fuck ton of really good one-shot horror stories. Check all that out. We'll see you all in 1 week. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye, everybody. All right, I've kicked off the raid. We should be good now.
Wait, we're
And I
raiding
think
these
they
people?
literally,
I don't.
I
Dude,
think they
don't
might
tell.
have just gone off air.
Aren't these
Of
people
course.
notorious for being racist?
Don't, Jeremy. You better.